13 minutes late. Good.
And we're just a few minutes late, but here we are. 13 minutes late. I'm surprised I even got here tonight. I was working late. So thanks, everybody, for showing up. If there's anybody here, I have no clue.
Yeah, I can't.
Why don't we get... No. I think we got one eyeball up here.
One? All right.
Yeah, I see one right now, I think. That's the only number that's popping up. So
not bad for old white guy gaming, as it's been called.
Yeah. Well, my old white man gaming. But I mean, the description was, it's accurate. I couldn't argue.
Yeah, it's
argue with the person.
Do we have any other choice? I mean, what other
because if we played a different type, if you changed anything, we'd be appropriating an age.
That's true.
Yeah.
So you gotta pick your spot. So I'm just gonna be comfortable with. I figured I earned this.
I've been told to stay in my lane.
Well, we definitely earned the old part. The way we kind of born with that shit, you know.
Yeah, true.
I didn't know I had a lane.
Yeah,
you do. You were born in it.
Yeah.
As I got older and fatter, I'm taking up 2 lanes these days. You know.
So, Joe, why don't you show us your cool thing of the week?
I prepped it up here. I got something from Trollord. I backed it. I guess it's for something Gary did, the Hermit. I don't know what the hell it is. I guess it's something he did or was working on, or I don't know the history of it. I just know that I like backing Trollord shit because they're cool people.
Right.
And I'll probably never read it, but you know.
No, you won't.
So
no.
Here, let's see.
You don't have to put probably in that sentence. You're not going to read it.
Muted myself instead of showing the camera. So there it is. It's not bad. I mean, honestly, when I opened it up, the first thing I saw was this bullshit map. I'm like, oh God, I hope that's not part of it, because look at that. Look, I mean, the stupid mapping of 1975. You know, I mean, what the fuck?
You knew it was going to be a Gary thing, so it's going to probably have a little. Maybe that was his original drawing.
I hope, yeah. No, it's a bit better. Yeah, the little fucking bullshit. I don't know, who the hell knows. Yeah. It looks a little bit more modern in style. It fits the rest of the mapping in here. But I like I said, I just took a look through it just to see like formatting, just as a curiosity. And I gotta say, I love the formatting. Big fucking font, right?
Good.
Do you want to like show me bigger there, Tim? You know what I'm saying? Can you do that with this restream? Make me
yeah, I'm sorry. I'm like Joe, I'm not gonna make anything bigger on you, but
little blue pill, baby. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. So basically it's
there we go.
There we go. So
put your thumb in the way.
Perfect.
I like it. I like the little blue border, and this, I don't know if you can tell, is a little bit tannish.
I hope that was your thumb.
Yeah. There you go. It's a little tannish, nice big font. Happy with that.
Uh-huh.
Art's decent, right? Box text, which you all know I do like box text. That might be a little bit too much box text.
I was going to say that looks like text. Page text. That's not a box. That's a page.
Yeah, but this is like the Gygaxian intro, I think. You know what I mean? You got to have that long fucking intro, right? And here's a copy. They gave us a map.
Maps look nice.
Folds out. You know what I mean? So 2-sided, and again, it folds out to like 6 panels, right? So it gives you an idea of the size. Maps look good, but first thing I saw was, oh fuck, hex crawl. To find the 6 hexes out of 16,000 hexes for the trees. You know what I mean? That would have annoyed me. I hope there's a map or something that gets you there. Other than that, you know. But yeah, but here's one thing I don't like. I don't know who started this. It might have been a 4th edition thing, but if you're giving me the fucking map, right? Either a handout or the back of the book or whatever the fuck, I don't want to see tiny portions of it on the page where F is. You see what I'm saying? I want to look at the map and I want to look at the book. I want 2 separate things. I want a map book and I want the book with what's in it. I don't want to have to keep seeing it here, because that's just a waste of space. It takes up too much space, I think. It's not necessary, And I want the map handout for both me and here's another bullshit map. What kind of stupid shit is that? I want
Looks
the map.
Like a maze.
Yeah, it's just I don't know what the hell it is mine. But
that's not a maze. I'll show you a maze sometime.
Oh yeah, he will.
The maps are nice,
yes, he will.
Right? And this is smaller. 1 hex equals 10 feet, so a lot of shit going on here on this map. So that's all right. But I was just a lot of fucking blue blocks. I like box text, but not that much.
I was gonna say that's a lot of blue text.
I mean, that's a lot. Yeah, I like the layout. I like the color. I got to say that. I wish the maps were in a separate booklet or something like that. And like I said, don't put it in here on the sides. Yeah, decent. I mean, they've upped their game on their mapping. Remember their original books? They sucked. It was like some dude with a ruler on a white piece of paper.
They did not do well with that.
It was terrible. But I do like this. It's a minimal bar over here. I like the blue and the I don't know what yellow you call this, and I like the font. So kudos for that. Decent art for the extra monsters, you know.
Looks good.
There was one thing I wanted to see. I came across it and I was like, oh, I'm going to show them that. And I didn't mark the page because I'm a retard. Let me see real quick if I could find it. But they
don't use that word anymore. You're developmentally delayed.
Oh, really? All right. Yeah, well, I'm too developmentally delayed to actually pronounce that phrase, so I'm just going to stick to retard. All right, where is it? I can't find it.
Joe rides the short bus.
What?
Joe rides the short bus.
I can't find the thing I was talking about. It doesn't matter how much anyway. But I wanted to show you one other thing that came with it. This. I don't know. It's a spell book, right?
What's it say? Because we're reading it backwards.
Yeah, it's Low-Dash's Librum. It's like a spell book.
Oh, okay.
Spells. Well, look at the size compared, right? That's one thing.
It's like a little zine thing, huh? That probably bugs the shit out of you.
Here's what's gonna fucking piss you off. I can't read that without glasses and a magnifying glass, man. Number one, it's tiny beyond belief. Which was like,
and it's that jacked up font on top of it.
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah,
they wanted to be fancy.
Yeah, but Jesus fucking Christ, you go all out and fucking satisfy the old bastards who are the only people buying your fucking game in the first place. Anyway, with this kind of font and make it nice and readable without glasses, and then you give me this, which makes you just feel fucking old. You know what I mean? I can't see that shit. I don't know if I could have seen that shit when I was a kid, but I don't know what kind of Librum is supposed to be because this guy, there's spells in here from every class: wizard, druid, illusionist, cleric, blah blah blah. So who knows? I haven't looked deep enough, you know. But overall, it's it's a Gygaxian module, so take it for what it's worth.
Yeah,
right? Sure. That's my cool thing of the week.
Oh, not too bad. Good for Troll Lord for completing another one. That's good for them.
Yeah.
Why don't we go with Ken?
Well, I have this
Sword and Caravan.
Oh, you got
is that the one that is? I was going to say, is that the Pundit's book or something?
Yeah, RPG Pundit, which you can see backwards down here.
Yeah,
or Pundit RPG, I guess.
Yeah.
And it you have the whole map of Eurasia here.
You know, it's my Asia. It might just be your Asia. What are you talking about?
Well, my Asia. And it looks really interesting. I went through it and it's designed for a game that I don't really know much about. Specifically, it's designed for RPG Pundits.
Lion and Dragon, I think it's called.
Lion and Dragon, yeah.
Medieval authentic role playing. That's what he calls it. Yeah.
Yeah. So
class,
if you use this, you have to. If you want to use, let's say, Swords and Wizardry, which is probably what I would. The setting is complicated, so I'd probably make the rules simple.
Yeah. What the hell is going on there, Tim?
I don't know. I must have. I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on. I got rid of it though.
I feel like I'm in the Brady Bunch.
Yeah. That would make you Cindy right about now.
Yeah.
Or Alice.
I had a crush on Cindy when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Either that or Hollywood Squares.
Right, that would make you Paul Lynn then, Vance.
Well, that must be a difference in age because I was all in for Marsha.
Yeah, I was watching it. They were on repeats, right? I wasn't of age to watch them when they came out, you old bastard. So when I was watching them, I was 6 years old.
So you were in your 30s when you had a crush on.
Yes, absolutely. When I saw a picture of her these days, she didn't stand the test of time. But anyway, I had a crush when she was like, I was 6, she was 6. I figure we're in the same class, obviously. Therefore, I have a crush on her, right? And then I saw it was repeat modes in the mid 70s, or 70 whatever the fuck. And then I saw an episode when they went forward in time, and she was like 13 all of a sudden. I'm like, what happened? I didn't understand. I couldn't conceive of how she was 6 years old, my age yesterday, and 13 now. I didn't know what repeats were,
So Joe did really ride the short bus.
I was a little slow. very sad. I couldn't marry you then, you know?
Yeah, that was your problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah. So anyway, if we
Oh, I'm sorry, Paul.
Round robin, I was trying to figure out how to do a short. I don't know if this would lend itself to a short campaign unless you just pick one spot.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, if you can figure it out, yeah, why not? That's the fun thing about doing the round robins. You can try different systems. You can try different, ways to do stuff. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'd be tempted to do that Africa-like setting that you and Chris did.
Oh, right. Yeah, the old man in the cave type deal there.
Yeah, and it was pretty much a takeoff of old school. Was that old school?
Essentials?
Essentials, yeah. And I
think
just
so.
Created my own classes, but used the spells.
Yep. I think from what I remember of it and everything. So I remember having to try to dig down into something and try to find the.
But I used my two cool things. I don't know if I can come up with any more. The fighter had a lion tattoo that he could command once a day to jump off his body and fight.
Right.
And then the elven staff was sort of like a bow stick, sort of.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I.
Well, sometimes that's enough there, Ken. All right. Go ahead there, Paul.
Well, my big thing of the week is had a session last night about my new character.
Oh.
That shall be revealed today.
Mm-hmm. How long is it going to last, you think?
Let's see. How long was my average? 6 sessions, 4 sessions, between 5. I'm going to say between 4 and 6 sessions.
5? Oh, we're in our 21st session, and you've only had 2 characters, so about 10.
Well, technically, if you count the boys.
Yeah, the boys.
So
yeah, because you did have one with just boys, didn't you? So.
Yeah. So
Yeah, we did a 1-on-1 intro session last night. Yep.
So
all right.
That's my fun thing of the week.
Vance.
Not sure what cool I've got. I was telling Tim ahead of session here that I had used his reflect spell with great effectiveness against one of my players last night when he had a combined charge and critical hit where he caused himself 20 some points of damage.
Oh wow!
When he hit some poor mage.
Oh
yeah,
I was wondering what that was. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'll hide for now.
Yeah. And the other thing I gave my players last night, I picked up these disappointment dice off of a seller on eBay, and it's basically just a mix of misprinted and ugly and otherwise defective dice.
Oh yeah,
and it comes with the whether or not they are cursed or not cursed marked on the back there. So all my players got their cursed, not cursed dice.
That's hilarious.
Night. Although Shayna's D20 was rolling batshit numbers last night, and so apparently she got the one that was not cursed.
She got the blessed dice,
or maybe she just used up all the good numbers last night, and we'll just see back to rolling 8s and stuff from here on out.
Yeah, very cool. So I actually released a video yesterday for the first time in a long ass time. What's that?
I missed it on my feed. I have to go back and watch it.
You just don't watch. That's all. That's okay. I don't produce anything.
I
saw that come across. I thought it was just spam.
No, that's the Matt Jackson solo play video. He's getting butthurt in our group text, or it was the comment. He's getting butthurt. You see that? I keep busting his chops about solo play.
I saw the one time he was going back and forth, but was that last week you're talking about?
No, just last couple of days ago. And some of the comments on my videos, he's like,
"Yeah, I saw that."
He's being Matt. You know what I mean? He's like,
"Oh, okay." I must have missed some of that. I can't keep track. Some days you guys go so much, I'm like, ugh, time out. I can't do it.
I don't blame you.
But I don't know, and I can't remember. This came out. It was a Kickstarter, Unnatural Selection, that came out pretty soon after the Shadow Dark Kickstarter came out, and
Nick,
it's pretty good. It's got a lot of it's got like 2 different sets of ancestries / races in it. It's got they've added a whole ton of spells. They've added a bunch of, or I think 3 spellcaster classes, and there's all new spells for them too. So, which is, as I said, a lot of freaking work, and they've done a great job with it. Adventure in there in this, and it goes into more detail on my video. So if you are bored and have a half an hour on the toilet, you can watch it. So, and then it came with these things. So there's actually NPC cards in there, and originally I thought it was 6, and then I thought it was 12, but it's actually 24 NPCs. They're like, it's a half page with 2 on each side. So they're for the gauntlet that's in the back of the book. So I think that's what they're for. But then also included are what they call bifold adventures. There's 3 in this one, in these. So there's a 1st through 3rd level, I think 4th through 6th, and this 7th through 8th, 9th, or something like that. I can't remember what the levels are now, but so, and then I got some dice too, and I didn't even.
What color are they?
They're
Blackish.
well, I just showed them black.
You move so fast. I'm old. Oh yeah, black. Okay. Yeah, nice.
And they got skulls on them. You know, they're your typical, kind of thing. But I thought I just got the book. I didn't know I was going to get the adventures, the NPC cards, and the dice. I mean, I just thought I bought the book, but apparently they might have been add-ons that I wasn't paying attention, because it got over $100,000.
Wow.
It did really well.
White box got what, 30, right? Somebody was saying today.
Yeah, they said he's up to 32 the last time.
Yeah.
Well, I think that was the last time they reported. So hopefully he gets up there. James Spawn. Yeah. What is it called? The White Box Omnibus. Is that what it was? Encyclopedia. Thank you. Yeah.
No, Cyclopedia.
Then you do it then, Paul. I'm just screwing it up every time. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be one of those nights, guys. Yeah.
I can just actually, Tim. It's actually the White Box Cyclopedia.
Cyclopedia.
Everything
Does that just mean there's 2 of them?
Hobbs.
Sure. Why not?
There's just 2 of them then, right? If it's Cyclopedia?
Sure.
Oh, why is it all blurry behind you except the Superman symbol? Sometimes somehow is popping out like it's 3D or some shit above your head.
It does. Yeah, it's
kind
kind
of
of funny.
blurred. So it depends if I move my head maybe or something. It may kind of break the blurriness behind me.
Yeah, but Superman is standing out. Nothing else is standing out but that. It's kind of weird.
Yeah,
well, I just don't think it can blur it very well. Maybe it's just because it's too whatever. If I do this, I mean, you can see it's kind of it's blurred.
Yeah. I thought you were trying to tell us something about your new character. He's invincible, can't be killed.
Oh, well,
Mr.
you'll find
Hobbs,
out.
Apparently, is his name.
You won't you find out? His name's
Clark. I told him the Hobbs story, Joe, since he named his guy Hobbs.
Which one is the Hobbs story?
The one where you basically chased him away from my game.
Oh, Jason. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
You did it pretty quick too. It didn't take you long.
Yeah.
You got rid of him in like 2 sessions or 1 session. I'm not sure how many it was. It might have been only 1 or 2.
Yeah, I thought you named him Hobbs just because the book, Leviathan, where Hobbes the philosopher wrote that basically all of the world and everything is a crazy, chaotic, kill or be killed state of being. And that's why we come together to form laws to prevent that sort of thing, because I figured that fits the Komor Forest to a T. I figure you're just channeling some deep philosophy, which I think Ken, probably the only one here, is nodding a little bit. He knows what I'm talking about.
Probably more Calvin and Hobbes than.
I was going to say more like Hobbs and Shaw, from the movie. So,
All right. Let's
Yeah,
see.
I've read more Calvin than Hobbes, so
Yeah.
but I know
Exactly.
I know about Hobbes.
I gotta say a shout out to my friend Nick Gray. Nick Gray just decides to show up. It's a guy I've known for several years. I think it might be his first time here
Oh,
watching. So
Cool.
hello, Nick. Welcome. To
Welcome, Nick. Yeah, very cool.
Is he a real life dude or a online dude? You know.
you. Real life dude. I've met him in
Cool.
real life.
Real life dude. Okay.
Yeah.
He's IRL.
All right.
Oh, excellent. All right. So why don't we start with our boys to the north?
All
We've
right.
got
Show the map there.
the post. Let me get you guys in. I guess get Hound set up here.
You got to show the map, Tim, like my stream.
Yep. Give me a second, and I will do that. I'm just trying to get it straight on my end here. There we go. There we go. And let's see. Let's show this.
There you go. And while we're there, really quickly, here you go. Sydney Brady today. Good fucking God. She did not age well. Not at all.
Okay.
And just because we started busting Matt's chops.
Oh no! Are you gonna put the dancing mat up there?
Oh yeah, I'll just read it for you. He says,
Oh, you're gonna read
I'll
it.
read it. He
Okay.
says, don't try to get Joe to look at solo gaming, please. We don't want him. This is Matt. And I said,
We don't want him.
this is a comment. So my response was, what's this we in parentheses? Aren't there like 5 of you all hiring bots to like each other's videos? He goes, actually 7, living in their parents' basements, not showered in 2 weeks, never spoken to any girl but our mom, etc., etc. And then next paragraph, here's Matt in grumpy old fucking man mode. It's actually kind of annoying how you beat on solo players in much the very same fashion that we all experienced growing up as gamers in the 80s. So he's already whining because every video I make a crack at solo play, like I
Right.
banish people to the worst punishment imaginable, solo play, stuff like that, right? So my response was, if you didn't play solo games, I would not be busting anyone's balls about it. Every crack is an opportunity to bust your balls. It's true. If Matt played like Alien, I'd be busting Alien all day, every day. You know?
Oh, I know. It wouldn't make any difference
Yeah.
what he was playing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
None whatsoever.
Gonna go after him.
Yep.
Oh, too funny. All right, so you got Draymond and Blaga. So it's post battle, and you see the little ugly creatures. I can't. Let's do a recap. Ken, you do a recap for your crew. Joe, do a recap for yours.
Oh Christ.
Let's do Ken first.
Yeah, let me put my notes here.
So we were coming into Hound's Head from the west after leaving that elven tower, and it snowed like crazy. We arrived in Hound's Head. Did we even go in the
Yeah, you were there for a bit.
Yeah, we went into the tavern and talked to a few folks, and there was the elf that tried to get us to go raid some barrow with him, and then we talked to Blake, and then he took off, and then we ended up outside.
Yeah, we went outside, and these abominable snow men or people.
3 times fast.
Not knowing their gender, we'll call them people, they, them.
Snow thems.
Those.
Snow thems. Yeah, that's a good.
Snow thems.
Snow thems. So we the elf actually died, right?
Yeah, the female archer elf. Yeah, she ended up.
Yeah, that was a different elf, but yeah, she died.
And you fools didn't read the spell book.
Was that Judy? Is that Judy who died?
Yeah, that's right. It was Judy. That's right.
I don't think she had a spell book.
She was a mage. She had to have a spell book. You guys didn't look. That's the first thing I was thinking. I wasn't even there, motherfucker. Loot a spell book. Is someone throwing fireballs? Get that book.
All right,
Joe, you got to remember we're playing Shadow Dark.
There's no spell books in Shadow Dark?
No.
What? What kind of bullshit is that? Are you serious?
Did you ever read about a short spell book in it?
No, but I gotta look this up.
Short bus is coming around again.
I don't think
Getting a lot of mileage out of that thing.
Joe, it's time to go to school.
Oh my god! Well, I swore off wizards and other casters so long ago. I didn't read any further once I saw spell failure. You know? Are you serious?
Yeah.
No fucking spell
They
books?
have scrolls, but no, not spell books. They don't need spell books. They just remember they have them memorized, and they just lose them, and then they come back when the next day.
Oh god!
Is it?
We know.
That's like the whole. That's like the basic part of the game.
God, you're saying I'm paying. If it involves spells and how the spells work, I've already blocked it out. It's too stupid to fucking pay attention to. And now I'm learning there's no spell books.
Well, then why would you want the spell book?
Because at least it holds, some kind of heritage there, man. Oh my god, there's no spell
Heritage.
books.
Where in the hell are you pulling that big word from?
All right. So as I was saying,
Please continue.
And Blaga also got turned into an icicle. I managed to save Blaga
Oh, yeah, that's right.
with a
Yeah.
healing spell.
Yeah.
My spells were failing, so I just started bashing with my warhammer, and
As you do, yeah.
we killed at least one, I think a couple, and then the rest ran away.
I think you guys ended up killing two of them, and one got away, from what I believe.
Yep. That's what I recall from my notes. And then, Blake, the local mage, was, we were there to support him because he was the big guns in town, and he kept rolling crit fails and, being disoriented and hearing voices or speaking in tongues. So, the second string had to come off the bench and pull it off.
And then you guys made friends. Kind of the one mage offered his
Nestor or whatever his name was. Yeah.
is that what his name was?
Services to us.
I don't remember. Let me look.
It's like when you get a city campaign going, you definitely need a better organization than I have to keep track of all the freaking NPCs.
Well,
there's a bunch of them.
Everything goes on this one page on my notepad.
Yeah. Nelos.
Colors
Nelos.
for different days.
Oh, very nice. You got one of those pens that you can click and it has 4 different colors in it.
Oh, I used to love those fucking
I
things.
used to
love them, but they always broke.
Yeah, they did
That
break.
little
Yeah.
part on the end would always break.
Yeah, there's some asshole would steal it out of your desk when you weren't there.
Hell yeah.
Fuckers.
Hell yeah.
Then you
Yeah,
track.
they
them
still.
down.
Do you know they still make those things?
Oh yeah, I've seen them. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw them not too long ago, and I was like, "Oh my god!" They had a little flashback.
Yep.
So anyway, the our part ended with me having the feeling that something's not quite balanced in the Komor Forest,
Right.
and wondering whether or not I or we needed to pursue, get more information about it and find out if something needs to be done to bring everything back in balance.
Sounds good. All right, and you see the people that were kind of.
Sounds like a ticket on a railroad.
What's that?
I said it sounds like a ticket on the railroad.
What does?
Oh, you sense the forest is not in balance.
Oh,
Yeah. We're trying to bring balance to the forest. Is
Yeah.
is
what
that
we're
what
trying
you're
to do.
trying
Is
to
what
do?
you're saying.
All right.
It's
the
a
forest be with you.
adventure that can't be resisted.
Is it ever the forest ever in balance, really? Doesn't seem like it's ever in balance.
Forest is like a woman in menopause.
Because we keep getting attacked nonstop in the forest.
Well, that's because you go into it.
Yeah.
Well, if it was ever balanced,
Yeah. We're apparently bringing imbalance to the forest by being there.
that
It's in constant correction mode.
that's right. You
Yeah.
Joe, if you're ever
You're
in
the
the presence
problem.
of a woman, do not make that
Oh,
statement.
I'm safely. All the doors are locked. They can't hear me. Don't worry. I'm safe. The windows
My
are
wife even just from a couple interactions with you, she already figured out why you're single.
Oh, really? I just friended her on Instagram too.
Wow.
Like 3 days
You
ago.
friended her on Instagram.
Yeah. Like, oh, because I saw her, she commented on Ken's thing, and I was like, oh, let's check out. And she had all these great pictures of like nature, the same things I take. So I'm like, oh, we'd be buddies on Instagram. I'm Ken's friend. Blah 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 blah. Oh yeah. And so she already knows why I'm single. Huh? That's it.
I think I was while you guys were buddy. I think I was reading some of the comments that you were making on my comment on YouTube.
Oh, all right. I gotta explain it.
I think it was the tissues and tampons comment.
Oh, did I say that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Bourbon. Sorry. Yeah.
No, it was hilarious.
I forget what it was. I try to comment on every single comment on the videos. I figure it gets engagement up and people like it, So
Right. Too funny. So the people from the Angry Priest Inn come out and just kind of see what's going on. Some of them are still drunk, drinking, and
So how much snow? I know it's a lot of snow for us.
yeah, up there right now, it's been snowing pretty heavy for the past. Well, you guys remember the past like couple days or whatever. But you've got about 2-3 feet of snow in some areas, but of course it's drifted up higher in other
So it's
areas.
almost up to my shoulders, and it's
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Logga has to walk behind me.
yeah,
Snow trench.
yep. And you guys see Ivanov coming across this lower bridge here.
Okay.
And he does not look happy or his jovial self. This is normal stuff.
Ivanov,
And-
why so glum, chum?
And for a brief moment, he turns to you, but when he turns to you, you don't see Ivanov. You see a some reptilian features on him, but then it quickly corrects itself.
Oh, so he's a Democrat.
He's part of the lizard people who run the world, obviously. They're in every universe and organization, just like here.
It could be a rhino.
That's true.
God, I'm glad I don't know what you guys are talking about.
You know the lizard people who secretly run everything on Earth, Tim?
I thought that
Have
was
you never
V.
paid attention to my conspiracy theory texts ever?
No.
No.
Yeah, we treat it
Next
as
thing you
white
know,
noise.
the men actually landed on the moon. Come on.
All right.
So,
I'll don't even get on that one.
well, that's an interesting.
You see that also, Vance, when he turns. It's almost like like it blurs. Like when he turns, his features blur, but you see some reptilian features. But then when he straightens himself out, you see him normally again. But he's glaring at both of you two, and he's like, "What are you two doing here?"
We just got into town a little while ago.
And you see his features kind of twisting again, like his arms and he's growing. Like he seems to be increasing in size. Nobody else seems to be bothered by him right now of this change. But yeah.
So, and Blogga can see that as well.
Yeah, you and Blogga can see it.
Yeah,
Nobody else
okay.
seems to be paying attention to the changes or seem to be bothered by what's going on.
What have we done to offend you?
And when, after a few moments, what you guys see in front of you is a 30-foot bronze dragon. And he stares at you and he goes, "You're the ones out of time. You're the one who's causing the imbalance." How did you do this?
Well, we were in a tower, and apparently when we were in the tower, there was some time traveling going on, and we tried to wasn't there some sort of sundial, and we tried to approximate the time that we left, so we wouldn't do exactly what you're accusing us of.
Yeah. Best I could tell, we could I tried to set it right, but best we could tell, we were maybe about a day ahead. You know, the only thing we saw different was that the snow hadn't fallen yet. You know, and we were there at the we were there at the hospitality of the forest spirit.
He flaps and swings, and you see the folks around you. You don't hear them anymore talking. You don't. The weather kind of the weather stops. The coming down. The like I said, all the voice. It just goes quiet, and he lowers his wings, and he kind of gets down to the same level as you guys, and he says, "You're going to have to correct this." And all around you, what you see time going forward, almost like, you guys have remember seeing the old 1960s film, The Time Machine, and like people walking around really fast and doing, kind of thing. That, well, what you see is that the forest, or the snow just starts piling up and piling up. And you see these different kind of creatures coming through and killing people and ripping through people, and hordes of undead. Remember the undead army that you had seen that carried away Eleanor? You see a version of that storming towards the south.
Do we recognize Eleanor?
You see one particular one.
Do you see any bodies being dragged?
Looking for the hat
behind them.
That's right. Where's my crow? Where's my crow? And he goes, "This is what will happen if you guys don't correct this. I can only keep this at bay for so long."
So we need to go back to the tower?
Wherever you came from, and correct this.
Back to the future.
All right.
Well,
get the almanac, whatever you do.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, we need to go. We need to go back a day. Okay.
Yes. That's what we need to do. And somehow, by us going back a day, we're going to undo some event that creates this horrible thing that we're foreseeing here. Is that correct, Sir Dragon?
He doesn't say anything to you. You see him kind of gathering the time back to where it was, and you guys see Ivanov standing in front of you, and then the natural order of things is going on around you.
Okay.
And he says, "Do what you have to do, but make it quick, because I don't know how long I can hold this off."
All right.
And it's like, right, so no one enters this unless you say so. Monty Python.
All right.
That's from one of your DM's things, Joe.
Yeah, Monty Python rules, man.
Do we need anything before we head back? Plug?
We got some snowshoes. And some better winter robes, because these are all singed.
Oh, no, yours are all frozen, aren't they? Did they burn, or did they get frozen? I thought.
Yes,
but both. Okay, gotcha.
Hey, Draymond, you'd had sense that there was a relic of some sort to the. Is it west of town?
Mm-hmm.
I think, yeah, maybe we should pick that up on the way just in case.
Sure. Let's see if we can find some snowshoes first. Then we can might as well check out what we're.
Yeah, they don't have sled dogs and sleds available in this town, do they?
No, they don't have sled dogs or sled town.
But
But
here until today.
right. But they do maybe have some snowshoes just for you guys.
Okay.
All right. So
If not, I'm sure some of my kin up outside of town here have probably cobbled some together for.
We could buy some tennis rackets.
that's worse. Well, you guys would be more like handball, I think, or something like that. You wouldn't need the big ones. Pickleball. That's right.
Maybe, but
Pickleball
he's kind
rackets.
of dwarves are dense. He's got to have something a little bit bigger.
They come across as squash people to me, actually.
Could be, yeah. All right. Are you guys setting off today or?
Well, it's like
You guys-
nighttime now, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Okay, we'll set off first thing in the morning because I probably
All
still am down a couple points and.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I'm down
and
a couple spells, so we
you
should
guys
see if
get-
we can find some snowshoes, something that we could use for snowshoes.
Yeah, you find whatever,
Yeah.
that's fine. That's no problem. And you guys rest for the night. So you get your hit points back and your spells back. I don't think you critically failed anything, Ken. So not that I remember.
Nope.
So you get all those back. And in the morning, you see Ivanov waiting for you, and he has a backpack of supplies for you.
Okay. Thoughtful of you.
He goes, well, I need you to get back. You can't. He goes, this is imperative. You can't die.
Right.
Even more important from before. If you
Yeah.
die, it's going to cause them a lot of
Yeah.
issues.
I'm going to stop by the either last night or this morning. I'll stop by the angry priest and rattle Nilos's cage and see if he wants to tag along because we might, give him some
Nilos
good
is
on
ready
the job
to go.
training.
Yeah, he's already eaten and ready to go. He recovered his spells too.
Okay.
Hey, but
So basically, guys, what he has is he has two spells. He has Burning Hands and he has Magic Missile.
Okay.
Just make sure we're not in the circle when you do Burning Hands.
If he goes back in time with you, doesn't that fuck it up too?
Joe.
All right.
Joe, mute.
Yeah.
We're having enough trouble here.
Right.
I'm just channeling my old Star Trek: The Next Generation experiences here, and I'm trying to
Right.
figure out how bad you're gonna fuck this up.
Don't worry. There's no butterflies for us to step on here. We're fine.
Yeah, right. It's not going to be that bad, but who knows? We'll see. All right. So you're taking off to
Worry about the fog.
That's right.
Yeah, we're gonna waddle off into the dawn here.
And the area that you think the artifact is at, Ken, that this to the west, is a couple 2 days away.
And how far is the tower?
3.
Yeah.
You guys have actually passed by the area that you think the artifact is in.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So it's
But
along that river or so.
Right. It wasn't too far off of where you guys were before. Let me see if I can.
Hell, we
bring
might
up
as well
the-
pick up those mercenaries too and just make it a total gong show.
That's right. Well, no, I mean, it's where. Remember when you guys went through the hex crawl? It's in that area.
Yeah.
Where did I put that at? Oh, is that it? Nope. I told you guys I reorganized my maps to my detriment. That was not I did not do a good job of making sense of things, apparently. Is that it? Nope. And it was right where I thought it was. Okay. All right. So that's where there. Now you guys can go to the south. You guys will be down like all the way down here. But where you believe that it's at, see that
I see the
bring up
pog.
you see the pog. Well, I'm going to put the pog on where you think, it's right there. Right there is where the artifact may be.
Okay.
All right.
So
And you
just a
guys
little
are
bit
right
north
here.
of the Elven Tower.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay.
So you guys going to head out, going to follow the snow.
Yes.
Why don't you give me a roll there, Vance? You guys make it to the abandoned
Shrine.
well, no, this is that house where the deaf guy was at that Ken killed his horse trying to heal it.
Okay. All right. We'll have to see how welcome we are there.
Well, the guy's gone. You passed through, I think, the one time, and he was already gone.
Okay.
He had abandoned the place.
Yeah, of course. His horse
Yeah.
is dead, and it was part of his stuff was torn up from a bear. So
And
Well,
bears tore the place apart too. Yeah.
well, I mean, and then Ken gave him like 100 silver pieces or something like that. So he got his moving costs supplemented in there. So
do I just need to make a straight die roll or off of one of
D6?
Okay.
Yep, we're gonna see if nice.
How lost I get?
Night. Dun, 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 dun,
Oh god.
dun.
It's never good. You
It's
know,
never good.
Dungeon masters are supposed to be like referees. They're supposed to be neutral and dispassionate, but in old white guy gaming, they always are excited
to watch you squirm. That's what makes it the
party.
best games. All right, Vance, go ahead, do your D6, please.
2d6. Okay.
Please, yep.
I'll name
12.
Oh
Wow.
shit!
I'm gonna name my RPG Old
Can we
White.
get Bob again?
What's that?
Can we get Bob?
No,
again?
Bob, yeah. Nope, you don't see Bob getting in an argument with
trees. Damn it.
Trees.
All right. Would you say you're gonna name your book
Old White Men Gaming?
Old White Mike Gaming? Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what he said.
Well, they already have that. It's called White Box.
That's right. Old White Box Man Gaming.
Old White Box.
So what you see is this grotesque little creature struggling in the snow. He's got a satchel slung over its shoulder, but it doesn't have little snowshoes like you guys, so its little pudgy body keeps sinking down deep in the snow.
Sure.
And it keeps struggling to get back up, and then then it almost like it changes form, and then it's taller now, and it's walking, so its head's above the snow.
Okay.
It doesn't seem to notice you guys though.
Okay. You want to say hi at least there to Ken?
Sure. Hey, little buddy.
You see him kind of, old man shakes fist at D20. That's right.
Pretty much.
You see this thing turn around and he goes, well, hello. And its features are, the best way I can describe it is, you guys seen enough of them. It's got definitely some demonic type features.
Okay.
And how can I help you two?
Is he near?
You can be as because he didn't notice you, so you can shout out or talk to him. I'd assume you'd have to be double near to at least talk to him in the in this area. So see the robes that he's wearing are heavy tailored to him, and even though he's got a bulbous body, he's making the best of it.
Sure.
He's got no shame in his game.
Yeah, like a lot of old white guys. Anyway,
That's right.
Hey, man, I resemble that.
So
he said, "Could I interest you in any rumors, spells, or any esoteric information?"
We might be interested in some spells.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe some esoteric information.
Well, I do believe, if I remember correctly, there's an abandoned building up ahead. We could sit there and you could look at the wares that I have to offer, and maybe we could come to some sort of an agreement.
First floor in.
That sounds reasonable.
All right, and he turns around and starts trudging towards the guys. Aren't too far off there, and when he gets there, he opens the door for you guys. And when you see him this time, he looks like he's back to kind of being a shorter, plumper little creature again with robes. Those tailored robes are now kind of dragging a little bit on the ground, and he has that. And the satchel's sort of oversized that he's carrying, but that's all he seems. That seems to be his only possession, really.
Can we offer you some food?
Well, that would be quite kind of you. Thank you. And you see him pull out, he's got his books, and he pulls out some books and some scrolls. And then, so it is magic that you, spells that you require?
Yeah, let's see what you've got, and I'll see if it's something that might interest me.
And you see that he has. Are you looking for anything specific, Vance?
That reflect spell would be nice.
You see the reflect spell on there, like you recognize enough of it to know that it's that's what it is.
Okay. This would be this is something I've been looking for a little bit.
Yes, this is a very good spell. I once knew the author of it.
Oh.
It's would you like to do any testing upon it that you require? It would be 100 silver pieces for the scroll.
Okay. Let me see what I've got for you. I've got well, if I can inspect it to make sure that it after I've looked at it that it's actually the spell looks like it's correct and not counterfeit or smudged, so I can't read it or something like that.
Of course. And he hands you the scroll.
Okay. So I'll take a look at it. It looks square to me.
Give me an intelligence roll.
Of course.
Ooh, nice roll.
There we go.
There's information missing in this scroll.
Okay.
There's something bits and pieces missing in it.
Yeah. I'm gonna say look at it and it's like, my sense is it's got a typo.
How unfortunate. A typo, you say?
Yeah, something's not quite right.
So you see him without looking at the scroll, he just still looking at you, grabs the scroll and pulls it back and puts it back in the pile. Well, is there anything else that you might require?
You say you have esoteric knowledge.
I do.
Do
Some,
you know
not
of
all.
any perhaps ancient magic items that might be in this area?
Well, as a matter of fact, I do. I know of a certain hammer that lies north, not too far away from here.
All right. I am. Let's see what spell I have here. I'm going to cast Zone of Truth.
All right, go ahead and cast that, Ken.
I'll probably catch him on fire or something.
There
we go.
19. What can you tell me what that does then, Ken, real quick?
No,
Ah,
I haven't read the rules.
I know.
Oh, man.
And I don't want to read them either. That's why I'm making you do it.
Z, that's towards the end of the alphabet.
Yeah.
You can compel a creature you can see to speak truth. It can't utter a deliberate lie while within range.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you see him sitting there.
So where is this magic hammer?
He goes, it's to the north. I believe there is a small marsh. It lies on the edge of a small marsh to the north. It's one of many barrows in the area.
And how far is it from here?
And he estimates, I'm guessing, and considering that you have small legs like myself, it would probably take you 3 days to get there.
So, and it's straight north from here?
Not straight north. No, it's more northwest.
Northwest?
You guys are down here, Ken. And then it would be, and then this is the thing you're talking about there.
So the relic that we were thinking of is between where we're at and the ancient tower ruins?
Yeah, it's just north of the ancient tower ruins. Yep. That's the one you were thinking.
So not necessarily the same thing.
No, he's pointing at the same thing. Yep, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Thing. Yep, exactly the same thing.
Well, that's confirmation there.
And you say it's in a burrow?
It is in a burrow, from my knowledge. Yes.
Oh, well. It was quite decent of you to share that information.
Oh, it is my pleasure.
And I'm going to release the spell. It's based on focus.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
And he offers you, he goes, this spell you may find interesting. And he pushes a scroll towards you, Blaga.
Okay.
And what it looks like from the scroll, it looks like what it's called an awakening spell.
Okay.
So basically, it's a counter spell to the sleep spell.
Okay.
And go ahead and give me a roll again.
Int again?
Intelligence roll, yeah.
Yeah, 17.
There's stuff missing in this one too.
Okay.
But from the gist of the spell, that you kind of see that if you cast it on yourself, it lasts until someone casts a sleep spell on you, and then when that happens, it's almost like not almost. You take a point of damage from like a spark, it just zaps you, and then it immediately wakens you up. So it just eliminates. So the spell, but it's like the reflect spell. Once it's off, it's done.
Yeah.
You know.
Right. Yeah.
But not all. You're not seeing. You know. It's definitely missing some bent fork action in it.
Yeah, that's fine. I will politely decline
Hmm.
and say,
That's unfortunate.
yeah, I'm sorry. I have curated tastes.
Oh, as I do myself. You look well-traveled, pair. Might I ask if you have any information or trinkets that you might be willing to part with?
Okay. Dodge back in.
What do you think, there, Kenny? Draymond?
Well, there's apparently a lot of fog that's infecting Scorn.
Yeah.
I have not been to Scorn in many, many years.
Yeah.
And it may be connected to the forest, actually.
I know that it's blame for the the loss or gone missing of several people.
Interesting. And what kind of fog is this fog? That takes away people.
Seems to be flowing from some sort of demonic presence. I don't know if you're familiar with demonic presences.
And he looks at you, of course. It's my specialty.
Yes.
Unfortunately, though, I know nothing about it.
Yeah.
I am just a peddler.
Yes. Understood.
And he looks at you, and he slides out a small, well, not a small, but a pouch of coins, and it's like, are either one of you interested in selling any of your trinkets, any of your possessions?
I'm looking at my trinkets.
Okay.
I think I'm happy with my trinkets and tinker and general impediments here right now. I perhaps would, but I unfortunately gave away one item as a as a sacrifice and as a to another being, and so I'm kind of short these days.
Short of trinkets.
I'd be in more ways than one. Yeah.
Well, and I've been walking in the snow. My trinkets are nothing to look at right now.
They're crawling up back inside. So he nods. He slides his coins in there and very methodically puts back his
What was
books and his scrolls.
pleasant sharing a meal with you?
And you. My name is Ligoria. And should you ever need any assistance with some unusual wares, he pulls out this coin and he hands it to you. And he goes, drop that into a nearby well, and you'll see me within 3 days.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
When you touch it, Ken, it just reeks of sulfur, and it kind of singes your skin a little bit.
I knew that guy sounded familiar. I encountered him somewhere before, didn't I, Tim? He sounds vaguely familiar.
I don't know if you ever got Ligoria or not. You may have, because my memory sometimes is horrible with that, but you
Maybe
may
wrote
have.
about him and I edited it, maybe, or something.
Oh, that could be. Yeah, he was actually in. He was in Hunters of Death also,
Okay.
I believe. Yeah.
I'm not.
You didn't buy a ring off of him, did you?
I'm not
I
medicating.
got enough problems with rings.
You're not
Yeah.
medicating.
Yeah.
Pulling up your Ligoria PDF there.
Yeah, well, I have hunters right, not too within
Close
arm's
by.
reach. What was I was going to say? Would that coin be something that you might want me to carry there, Draymond?
Sure. Yeah.
You're looking at it kind of distastefully.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like he's holding turtle poop,
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
He's like, ooh. Ooh. All right, so you guys bunker. He excuses himself and he says, I find it's better to know when my company is gone for the or used its usefulness. So I will leave you now to rest for the night.
Seems reasonable.
And he goes out into the fort. He seemed kind of tromp off and he's out of there.
All right. Is it nightfall for us, or is this
Yeah. You guys hit that right at nightfall.
Okay.
The one nice thing about when the guy abandoned the place, he couldn't take anything with him. So there's a whole bunch of firewood there. There's there's no real food there right now, but you guys I think still have some rations or whatever. But
Yeah. Well, we
Yeah,
have that whole backpack of supplies, right?
Yep.
Bag of
Yep.
supplies.
Yep.
No.
So we're fine. I will alarm the door, I guess.
Yeah, there's one door into this place, and
Okay.
some couple windows. So, and then remember, there's the small palisade on the outside of it.
Okay. I'm just gonna throw the light spell since it's just another tier 1.
Okay.
And
Bam.
we have an alarm.
There you go. All right. Oh, is that our Francis? Yay! Finally get to see you guys. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
I actually have the chat up. Usually, I forget to pull it up, so when you guys are commenting, I have no idea what you're commenting on over there. So, all right, Joe, we're gonna go cut over to Scorn. All right, go ahead and give me your.
He's not busy pooping, is he?
No. I was doing that while we were talking before.
Yeah.
All
Clint,
right.
did you get to post your video then? Did I give you enough time?
Well, actually, it was done before we went live
Oh, did you already post it before we went live? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
in our bantering
Figured-
time.
Gotcha. Good. All right.
All right.
Go ahead and give us a recap quick there, Joe.
So in the game before last, basically, I got rid of the ring. I lost several fingers in the process, saved only by Paul's former character giving me his amulet to get me the fuck out of this bad situation. Then I went to the Church of Sarath because I knew they handled demonic stuff. And I said, hey, take this damn ring and, do something with it, please. And by the way, am I fucked or what? They said, yeah, you might be fucked. Let me do some spells on you and whatnot. And they had me overnight. They brought a sin eater in, which gave me nightmares for 3 days. He tempted me. He pulled all the sins out of me. And he erupts in pustules and disgustingness and eats everything bad. And I think I was cleared. Paul's guy, in the meantime, he was talking to the equivalent of a paladin in Tim's world for the Church of Sarah, the Myrmidon, I think you call him.
Myrmidon, but Myrmidon is
Myrmidon.
Yeah, we call him
Myrmidon is what you should have called him, but you just mispronounced it for years and from the player's
but
handbook, right?
even if we should have called him that, I still think Myrmidon sounds better than Myrmidon.
It does. Myrmidon sounds like a merman or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Myrmidon is like a paladin type, and he walked up to the biggest badass one, apparently, and the guy says, are you talking to me without me talking to you first, bitch? And that set off the tone of the conversation pretty well. And then
pretty much.
yeah, and then Paul is the guy asked for training because he's like, this Doom battle raging Doom dude is kind of sucky, and I want to get better. And he says, all right, we'll be training. And he trained him a little bit, and then he converted him over. And as a result, Paul's guy is now retired from the campaign and will be the first dual class. I don't know what you're going to have with it, but he's going to be a first Doom singing paladin of Serath in the world. So gonna go back to the people and convert them all to the ways of Serath as they sing Doom Serath, Doom Serath. You know, like
Yeah, Paul's the first guy I've ever had like embrace this, because most of the time it's just an
Somehow
automatic adversary.
yeah,
it's almost like instead of boom, there it is. It's boom, seraph something.
boom Serath, boom, boom Serath. Yeah. So anyway, then my guy
Boom, seraph is.
woke up after 3 days of a
Sorry.
raccoon or a possum sitting on his face, basically, and
Yeah.
and essentially feels good. I think I lost a dex point though, but I feel good. So yeah, other than that, life is good. And I was about to, because when we left off, we had 3 of those ancient coins that we needed to sell. I had already given the amulet of the Lord of all the Thieves Guilds to Parson Roberts to sort of broker a deal with somebody he knew in the Thieves Guild here, Silent Knives, to have a meeting as here's a gesture of goodwill. Would you please meet with me? Because I need to sell some shit, and you might know the people who would buy my shit. So I gave him the amulet as a gesture of goodwill, and I said, I'll meet you soon. I didn't know we spending 3 days sucking demons out of my face, but that's pretty much how it went. And now I guess I'm clear and free to leave the hospital room and say goodbye, and then go reach out to Parson Roberts to see what up, and find out, I guess, that Mr. Doom is gone. I don't know if we role played that out or what you want to do, but he's gone. He's leaving. Whatever the case.
You get woken up by, on your last day by a knock on the door.
All right. I wake up. I go to the door. I sleep naked.
And you notice that he's not there.
Okay.
You didn't have to add that detail.
I did, really.
What's that?
I said I sleep buck naked, so I go to the door buck naked.
Oh. Yeah, well, then the
Well, I hope
possum is
it's warmer
definitely
in
on.
Scorn than it is in Halifax.
That's right. Yeah, you how very unimpressive.
Yes, it's shrinkage, Jerry. It's shrinkage.
I was in the pool.
Dwarf does not refer to his race, is what we're saying.
That's right.
I'm a dwarf. I'm wider than I am long, so it's hard to tell if it was shrinkage or not. So that's how they roll.
Well, you see when the knock on the door, it's always a young boy comes in, doesn't say anything, puts your food on the table, and then walks out.
All right. Okay.
But as he walks out, you see a priest of Serath standing there. One you haven't seen before.
Okay.
You haven't seen this one before.
Okay. Older or younger than the woman who I've been dealing with?
This one's older. He's not real old. He's not real old. He's about our age.
So pretty old. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, I was trying to give us a little something. Come on. Work with me, Joe.
Good. I don't know. What's the honorific for a priest of Serath? But I know that. What if I know it? I'll say it.
Priest is fine. Yeah.
Priest. Care to join me for my breakfast? I will put on skivvies first.
Yeah, he walks in. Looks like you've recovered well.
Yes, I'm a little less nimble than I was, but I've noticed. But other than that, I think it's other than missing a few fingers and a little less nimble, I think I'm pretty good. What do you think? What's your diagnosis? I open my mouth and stick my tongue out. Anything?
Oh, you endured the Sin Eater's ceremony, so I'm gonna. I would say you're looking.
That was vile.
Very well for that. My name is Priest Winfrey, and
Winfrey. It's a pleasure. Yeah. I appreciate all that you've done for me. You didn't have to do this.
No, it's our job to rid this plane of existence of any demonic influence. That's what Serath does, and that's what we do.
Much appreciated. Much appreciated indeed. I am in your debt. I've donated a suit of armor, but I don't know that that's enough. But I'm in your debt. If you need a favor, as long as it's within the law, of course, you always follow the law. I'm more than happy to help you out.
That was how generous of you. I just wanted to let you know that your friend, Taryn the Doomsinger, has decided to join our cause, and he begins his training today.
Really?
So you may not see Taryn for a long time.
Well, I thought it did smell better in the room when I woke up. Is that possum still with me too, or is that just a one-time thing?
The possum is gone.
Okay. I thought
Yeah.
I must have been delusionally dreaming. I thought I saw a possum when I was recovering from this thing, but I guess not.
Yeah, well, Possimius must favor you for some reason.
Well, I've had the help of two gods then, Possimius and yourselves. So much appreciated indeed. Am I ready to go, I guess? Anything I need to do? Is there any further checks or detections or protections?
No.
Or
He shakes his head. No, you've endured quite enough. We provided you for one last breakfast if you decide to eat it. But
I will indeed.
anytime you wish to leave, you're free to go. And we wish you the best of luck. And if you ever encounter any type of demonic items or influences, please come to the temple and let us know. While many people think of us as let us say a brute force, we need to be the way we are because of what we fight.
Well, I mean, I think I've told the priestess who I encountered when I first knocked on the door a few days ago what and where I saw this demonic debacle. It was an old temple of, I forget who, up in
Delaquain.
Delaquain, and I'll describe where. I mean, there's definitely demonic portals there if you guys want to, go and investigate that. And we also are in the process of helping the city recover from that cloud. There are a couple of demonic portals in the harrowing district, which I will give you exact direction to those as well, because that needs to be eradicated. I don't know how to eradicate portals. I can only fight that which comes out of them.
And he produces a small tome out of his sleeve, and you see him waving his hand over it. And as you describe where it is, you see the words forming on the paper.
Oh, all right. Well, then I'll give him exact details, everything I know. I'll give him the story. I'll give him everything I know about it, so it help his intelligence operation.
And he takes down everything that you say.
Yeah.
Verbatim. Yeah. I mean, he what you say is going onto the paper.
Yeah. Especially how I saved the day multiple times and was the greatest warrior of the whole group. All that goes in there.
All that goes in there.
Yeah.
All of
it. Yep. And so, point out everything, all the details of each fight, that we lost our companions and, all that stuff. And let them know. As long as it takes, then I'll eat my meal as I'm doing it.
Yeah. Which group were you in when all this was happening?
I forget. I got lost so many groups.
Could have been us.
Yeah.
It wasn't us. So you finish that up, and it's up to you whether you want to stick around and poke around in the temple, or do you want to just get out of there and go?
Well, I would like to actually. My companion was given a medallion that helped save my life, so that this thing wouldn't eat more than 3 fingers. I was wondering if you had access to such things.
And when you describe it, he goes, "Oh, that's one of the blessed amulets."
Yes. It was blessed for me.
It would be for you, yes, because Possimius favors you. Wearing a Serath blessed amulet would be a necklace to you.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, then I would go and talk to Parson Roberts. I have some business with him anyway, but as I finished eating, getting dressed, and heading on out of here, I bid you good day. And again, thank you. And I am in the temple's debt. Anything I could repay, let me know.
We appreciate the offer.
Yeah, sure.
Good fortune to you.
Thank you. And I'll head on out.
All right. You're kind of strutting out of the Temple of Serath like George Jets or George, what's his name? George Jefferson.
Oh, yeah.
He's moving on up.
About the same height as Jefferson, too, if I remember right. He's a small little.
Probably.
Yeah.
Right. And then I'm going to switch to Hobbs here. All right, so Sidwin comes in, Hobbs. He meets you at the Green Goblin Inn. And he's like,
"Ah, my favorite man, Sidwin. Good to see you."
"Good to meet you too, is there?" He's like, we have an interesting fellow with some mithril who's apparently interested in selling it.
Ooh.
So I figured I'd take you along and show you how this is done, and maybe with your silvery tongue, you can get us a little discount on the thing. And he got an interesting trick, and he shows one. He brings up that necklace that the princes wear, and he's like, and apparently he found the necklace to the lost prince.
Oh,
and
juicy.
your mythology knowledge of that is there's supposedly a there used to be 8 families within the Guild of the Guild of Silent Knives, and one of them, pretty much everybody who was associated with the family was killed off one night, and they just disappeared. And but that it's been so long ago, it's sort of fallen into folklore. People like, yeah, whatever they, and but he's holding one of holding the necklace that proves it, says otherwise. It looks old. It looks, like it's an old piece of jewelry. Because I'm more interested in this than the mithril, to tell you the truth, Hobbs.
Well, what I want to know is, what did you do with that stamp? That I got for you. What?
We've got some possible plans for that. We haven't used anything yet. What we have to do is, of course, the Baron's going to be completely out and enraged, but he can't really do it outwardly because it's illegal what he's doing in a way. And so we're going to see how far he's willing to go against the king. What we're hoping is the king finally gets fed up with his tantrums and sends his own entourage down here to settle some things down. We figure we might push him a little bit.
Oh, okay.
And then if it doesn't push the king a little bit, we'll have a little fun with the stamp.
Oh, I like that.
He goes, there may be some gold crowns that are made of copper soon, if you get my drift.
Oh, yes, I do get your drift.
Yeah. So
we'll
undermine his
own. The fuss,
Well, I know. I figured you would appreciate that.
Yeah.
So I believe he's been staying at the Temple of Sarath the past few days to get something taken care of. Some of the boys were out there doing it, but he hasn't come out for 3 days. So I'm assuming he's undergoing some sort of ceremony in there.
Oh, okay.
But
when do we go?
Apparently he's been released today. He left today.
Okay.
And he's probably going back home, I'm going to assume. So we'll try to intercept him down at his apartment. It's Godfrey's apartment. He's rented it. He's got made friends with Godfrey and has rented.
Oh, Godfrey. Yeah, I went by his house. I didn't. He wasn't home. Have you seen him lately?
No, we've been looking for him, but unfortunately, we haven't seen him since the day he returned with. I believe his name's Columbo.
Oh.
He quickly left after they were back from their travels to the north.
Oh. Okay. Well, hopefully Godfrey will turn up then.
Yeah, I'm worried about him. We need to get him back. He was definitely a good informant.
Oh, yes, indeed. I've got many, many, many messages from him. So
why don't we go across this dwarf and see what he's got?
Okay, let's go.
All right. So, Joe, where do you go?
I'm gonna head right to the Posthumous Temple to talk to Parson Roberts.
Okay.
That was my first stop. So I want to see.
Right. Yeah, that's no problem. Yeah, you see Parson Roberts in there. It's not there's not that many people in there like there was the last time you were here.
Yeah.
And but you see his brother with him. They look they look they look different, but they're brothers.
Yeah.
His brother's a little bit older than him. Looks a little. There's a lot more mileage on this boy,
Yeah.
so to speak. So,
Okay.
what do you want to do?
I'll knock on the gate or whatever if it's locked.
Gates open.
All
Yeah,
right.
gates
Walk
open.
in
Yeah,
and-
that's not a problem.
Parson Roberts, I'll raise with my two-fingered hand. I survived.
Oh, Columbo, it's good to see you. He comes over, slaps you on the shoulder. Oh, I was very worried about you. Where did you end up going?
Well, I left here right outside the gates. I chopped my finger off. Then I started getting my hand eaten. And then this amulet that you gave my companion saved my ass. Then I figured, let me take this stupid ass ring to Sarat's people because I know they deal with that stuff. They dealt with it, and then I had my face sucked for a few days by a sin eater, and now I'm cured.
He cringes when he hears that. He's
Yeah, I agree.
So, it's very good to see you. You look very good.
Nice. I feel good too.
Oh,
I feel good. Yeah, except a little clumsiness and missing a few fingers. But I got an idea for maybe a gnome I met who could maybe fashion me a mechanical hand. I could recover some little dexterity in my hand here. I'm gonna hit him up.
Okay. So, what can I do for you today, Columbo?
I was wondering, if you hooked up the contact you had with the amulet I gave you and set up that. I know I was supposed to meet a few days ago, but I was indisposed. I didn't know this whole sin eater business would take 3 days.
No, I did. I mean, they'll find you, I guess, when they're ready. I mean, considering the offer that you want to kind of make, and he doesn't know. I don't know anything about the necklace, but I mean, I'm sure they'll definitely be interested in it.
What I don't know, though, Parson Roberts, and I'm sure you folks, you and your brother would help me with this. I don't know what mithril is worth as it relates to silver if this was just pure metal. I know there's more value because it's an ancient artifact than a relic. Can you tell me how much this is worth in pure silver so I don't walk in there and cut a deal for 5 silver for these all 3 amulets? Or rather,
he kind of looks. He goes, I've never really dealt with mithril before. I'm sorry, I don't know the straight exchange rate or what it would be because it's ancient or anything.
Yeah. I mean, just the weight of mithril alone. I guess the rate of exchange between mithril and silver for this weight of mithril beyond the exoticness of it value.
I mean, of course, I know that it is highly valued, but I've never seen a mithril coin before.
I understand. I guess I could probably ask the Adventurers Guild, but they must have a rate of exchange there set.
They may have a rate of exchange down there.
And they have the coins anyway. They're holding it for me in the vault, so maybe I'll head over there next and try to find out.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like, I think they would probably be better advised or advise you better than I certainly could. Unfortunately, that is beyond my realm. I deal mainly in copper and silver. Rarely do I ever even see a gold.
Understood. And there's a money changer who we have something on. I mean, who owes me a favor would damn well better come through for some advice as well onto this to the value. So,
all right.
Remember him, Tim?
Yeah.
All right.
What's that?
Remember that guy?
Oh yeah.
All right.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
I think he's F on the map, right?
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna head that way first. Hit F and then hit the Adventurers Guild.
All right. I'm gonna boogie on over to F, and let me see if I have my roster of NPCs that I write them down. But I've written so many down now that now I have to look for them. Moneylender.
Just make him up.
Fulbert.
Make him up.
Make it up. Make it up. Fulbert.
That's why the F was there. Okay, Fulbert.
Right. Fulbert. So he's there. You see a couple guards that are there, but they're guards in the just basic. You look at them and you're way more armed and trained than these guys. These guys are just here to escort people who get loud or whatever out of here.
Oh, has it been a couple weeks? Is my freaking better armor ready yet, Tim, or no? Do you know?
We'll just say it is.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Can I pick that up along the way as a free action?
Yeah. Yeah, free action. That's right. Yeah, free. I pick up my armor, free action. Absolutely. Right. Yes.
was
Yeah,
armor
so you
up.
got your master. Was it masterwork armor?
Yeah, it
back?
was the Masterwork stuff. So I'm
Yep.
up to AC 20 now currently. Then.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. All right. So we're in that. Yep. All right. So I'll head over there. Silver, remember me? I look at him with a like, you better remember me, motherfucker. You know?
Yeah, and he kind of like, of course I do, but you can tell he's very,
Yeah.
Not glad to see you.
Yeah. I understand. Quick question for you,
Yeah.
Silver, and I'll leave you alone. Quick
What
question.
can I help
If I
you
could
with?
Talk privately real quick.
And he begrudgingly he nods to one of the guards. The guards let you in one of remember the small back area behind there.
Yeah, like
It's not very private, but it's about as private as you're going to get.
It's like a check cashing place.
Basically, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been there. College days.
Yeah.
Fucking lost a third of my check or whatever the fuck used to charge me.
Yeah. What were the fast checks? We used to have one of those around here. I think that's what they were fast cash or fast checks.
I couldn't get to the bank. I had to do it there. Anyway, so I go in there and say, curious about the exchange rate. I see, I know what, and I'll look at if he has any coins out. I know what the exchange rate between silver to copper to gold is. But what's the exchange rate for an equal amount of weight of mithril to silver?
Mithril. You have mithril?
No.
Did I miss? Can everyone rehash a big thing of the week? All right, we gotta rehash everything from Erudite. He's back.
What?
Erudite DM wants to know what happened. He wants a recap.
Oh, right. Yeah.
He goes, well, if you have mithril, and all of a sudden his demeanor changes a little bit, I could definitely help you with something like that.
Looking for the exchange rate, mithril to silver.
Well, it just depends on the weight of the mithril and the quality of the mithril.
Assume high quality and assume equal weight to silver.
Well, then if you've got enough of weight coin, just say it weighs the same amount as like a silver coin. You're talking about 1,000 silver pieces.
So one. All right. Okay. And Tim, do I remember what size these were?
These were, remember, they were kind of,
Like
I don't know
plaques,
if you can,
right?
They were like almost amulet size, but they were kind of hollow. Remember, they were kind of had the intricacy patterns to it.
Yeah.
And that it was almost, they were more amulets than coins, but they were kept on calling them coins.
Gotcha. All right. Any estimate as to the weight compared to silver at all, or no?
You're not really sure. You're going to assume that it's damn near close to probably a silver weight and/or.
Oh, I figured it'd be a lot more based on the size.
Remember, mithril is very light.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So
It's
each of those
metal.
big ass amulets might be worth the weight of one silver. It might have 3,000 silver essentially.
Like from what he says and your quick estimation in your head, you're
all
thinking about that.
That's all. Yeah. So 3,000 silver, and then if it's that around thereabouts, then the added on value of the exoticness of it, collectibleness, you know what I mean, might be worth a few more. All right. Okay, that's good to know. All right. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it, and I'll be seeing.
Well, if you need help with any exchange with that, I am a certified money lender, and I can definitely make sure you get the best price for your mithril coin. I mean, after all, we are friends.
I know. We do know stuff about each other, and I appreciate that. And I might be back. We'll see. But that assumes I even had mithril in the first place. I mean, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Off to the Adventurers Guild then on the way back.
All right. We go to the Adventurers Guild.
Yep. I'll stash my regular shitty armor in there, and where I'm wearing the mithril. I got a vault, right? So it's like a video game. I got my little safe,
Pretty much. Yeah, you got
you go to the bank.
And it's got, how many slots did I give it? Like 5, or I think 5 slots. Is that how much you said for the locker? You can stash like 5 slots of stuff in there.
I don't remember honestly, but the chain is 2 slots, so I figured out that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, you were just kind of keeping like 1 coin in each. I think you just have 1 for yours, and didn't you put 1 in Vance's too, or something like that, or not Vance's, but maybe Terran's? I thought they were in different ones.
I don't think so. I thought we just put them all together just so we could. But it's like the one coin is
Maybe
the one I
did.
found, and then the other two were the group coins. You know what I mean?
Right.
On my little adventure. So I'll
Yep.
split the other two. But yeah. All right. I'll try to use the one I found to buy fingers from Snickle. That's the grand plan.
Right.
Let's see. So yeah. So go to the. Is there a money changer place in here? Is there anything like that? Is there anything to buy and sell? There must be a merchant in here to buy and sell, if I remember correctly, wasn't there?
Well, there's like a, what do you want to call it? What's the name of that? Like kind of a quartermaster kind of guy.
Yeah, like a
Am I using
high-end
the right?
weird trader's post or something. Right?
Yeah. Yep.
All right. I'll head there first. I'm gonna talk to him because I'm looking for a. If I could get a hard silver longsword, that'd be fucking fantastic.
Right. Well, everybody's looking for those too. So.
Yeah, I know. I got the hard silver bastard sword, but I can't use it two-handed
Right.
anymore. You know, and everything is souped up for my longsword here. So
Yeah.
yeah. So I'll head over to the quartermaster. Good day, sir.
Hey, nods to you. Good day to you. And what can I help you with today?
Hard
You
silver.
see, he's a fellow dwarf. And hard silver, of course. Everybody
Hard-
wants hard silver.
I know.
Did you bring any hard silver?
I do. I have a hard silver bastard sword. I'm hoping to trade it for a hard silver longsword.
Well, I got one of those things.
What do you have?
I could take in your sword.
What? Say
I
again?
could take your sword.
Oh, you could take my sword for free and not give me the longsword. Very good.
No, we could exchange it for something. But no, there's you see him kind of look around the back, his back and everything. He's like, we have some small hard silver stuff, but as far as the larger weapons go, like the one you have right there would go for. Many people would like that. Why are you getting rid of that?
I'm better with the longsword, and I couldn't find anyone anywhere, so I'm stuck with this.
Yeah. Well, what you could do, he says, if you don't like it, melt it down, get some more hard silver, and make your own.
And you don't have anyone here who knows how to do that?
We are not the smithing guild. We're the adventurers guild.
I know. I figure.
Remember, you know a smith. Remember?
Fuck me if I do. Really? Who the hell was
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Taryn's friend.
See,
Oh, that's right. Yeah. The armor guy, but he was just armor, wasn't he?
yeah. That's where the A is.
Oh, but
Right
he was just
below
armor. I didn't think he did weapons. You mix them up like that?
That's true. I forgot he was doing armor, but
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
armor.
yeah, he's an armor specialist. So, but okay.
I don't. All right.
He may know somebody because he's part of
Okay.
this
All right.
smithing
That's cool.
guild.
That's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool. All right. I'll hit him up then.
Pawn brokers is scoring. Pawn stars.
Yeah. All right.
Scorn.
Well, unfortunately, that's all I can really do, I guess, for now. But quick question for you: do you roughly know if somebody were to come across a mithril coin about the same size as a silver coin? What's the exchange rate?
Mithril. Well, he kind of goes. I mean, mithril's great and everything, but it takes so damn much to make something. Depends on the quality of the mithril.
Yeah, assume it's high. Assume it's good.
But you can't assume it's good because it can't give you an accurate estimation.
Well, let's just say it's the best for an estimate. That's all.
The best for an estimate. And he looks at you. He goes, "You're offending my dwarf." And
I understand.
So if you're talking about the best mithril and it's pure, it depends how much you have too. The more you have, the more it's going to be worth.
Oh, do you buy and sell it here?
Not so much because we can never seem to accumulate enough to make anything. Do you know how much mithril takes to make one shield?
No.
Too much.
I would
What we
imagine.
usually have to do is we have to, use some sort of wooden frame for it, and then we might coat it with mithril to make it more durable. But that's not does not make it a mithril shield.
Understood. Oh well.
But if you want to rule of thumb, 1,000.
1,000? All right.
Yep.
All right. That sounds good. I'm just curious, just in case, when I do hit it big and find it, we'll We'll be good.
I mean, if you find a vein of mithril, he kind of motions you closer. He goes, make sure you take it to the doors. Don't leave it to anybody else.
Oh yeah, I know my peeps. I know.
I'm just saying, because if you let some of the other, I mean, we got our miners guild, and I get that, but there's a proper way to mine it out, and it's offensive the way they would probably try to
I
get it out of
understand
there.
that.
So
My great grandfather was a fantastic miner. He told me all about. I never did it myself, but I do understand the techniques are special. So I will definitely
absolutely
keep that in mind. I will.
Well, good luck with that, and good luck with your mithril.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And I'm not looking for anything else gear wise. I said maybe Hugo's later, but I got to sell the fucking coins to get the money for it. All right. Well, thank you much for your time. I guess I'll head back to my place, Tim, to check on Godfrey.
All right. You can see two suspicious characters hanging outside your door. Oh,
Hey.
are we missing Paul, or is Paul still here?
There's only 4 people displaying here. I don't know.
Oh,
why.
I think he just popped back on.
Okay.
There he goes. There he is.
He just went away.
Yeah.
He's just
went,
I think the screen is weird. It's covering him, Tim. You know what I mean? It's like the map.
right. You were covered for the longest time.
I know,
And then
I know.
let's see. I don't know. I can't. Ooh, now look at you.
Weird.
You're all gigundo.
My white Russian.
It's a right Russian.
It's okay. My face is made for radio. It's perfectly fine.
It's
Voice for print and a face for radio, huh?
that's right.
Yeah. So I see those 2 guys. I make sure I loosen the long sword and the scabbard as I approach.
What is this one?
There you go. That's better. That's real better.
Yeah, as I was gonna say, I don't think I tried this one before.
Yeah, that's nice. That works. So I loosen the long swords and make sure they know I'm loosening the long sword as I approach.
They just can't see our rolls. Then that's the only bad thing.
Can we go on top? Is there a way to pop it on top?
You
had one going
Who
once.
can't
Tim.
see your rolls? The chat.
You had a good one going once, Tim, where we were all on the side on the right. I forget. I don't know how you did it because I don't know how to. There you go. Oh fuck! Now we got no scoring.
Those are big. Let me try it this way.
Boom! There you go. That's perfect.
Ah, yeah, that works the best. Okay, cool. Yep. So, like in the bottom, there's like 6 different settings, kind of like the other one we used to use. I forgot the name of it. And the one farthest to the right is this one. I'll just have to remember that's the good one.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll walk up, loosen the sword and the scabbard, just to let them make sure they see me. I'm loosening the sword and the scabbard.
You hear Sidwin go. I think that's Columbo coming down here. Looks like he's ready for a fight.
You know me, gentlemen.
Well, good sir. How are you today?
I'm fine. Are they both human?
Nope. One is human and one looks like a halfling. A very happy halfling.
Smoking a pipe.
Oh, I take it that's your Hobbs.
That's me.
All right. Good afternoon. What can I do for you?
You see, the human. He says, "My name's Sidwin, and
Sidwin.
my friend. We have Sidwin the Sharp. You may have heard of me.
Can't say as I have.
That's better, even better.
I'd imagine.
A mutual friend said you might be interested in talking to us about something.
Ah, a parson of some sort.
Yeah, a particular possum whispered in the air.
Yes. So come on up, gentlemen.
All right.
We have a separate floor from Godfrey, right? Tim, we're not living with him.
Yeah,
right?
you have the entire second floor.
All right. Are you gonna knock on Godfrey's door while I'm here?
And before you knock, he goes, "He's not home."
Have you seen him?
Says,
I lost track of him a couple of days ago. I had something to take care of, and a little worried about him.
After you and he came back from the north, he disappeared again.
He's looking for his wife. She got caught in that fog. We tried to find her, and we ended up fighting demons.
And you see Sidwin. He looks at it. He didn't know that information, and he just goes, "Oh,
yeah.
I know how much she meant to her. I'm sorry to hear that."
Yeah, me too. He was a good man who helped us a lot and didn't have to.
Yeah, she was a good woman too. She was a genuinely nice person.
Can't say as I've met her. I don't think I did, right? Yeah.
No,
Never
she by the time you guys got into scoring, you guys got fogged your first night in scoring.
Yeah.
And here you thought it was going to be safer behind walls, huh?
Yeah. Nice, easy wintering in the big city.
Right.
You know, hot chocolate and lattes and sizzling steaks and kicking back with no threats and violence. Yeah. Well, thank you. It seems like you know him well then too. I regret I never got to meet her, and I regret that even more so. We couldn't help her. But judging by the emotions and feelings he had for her, she must have been a good woman since he is a good man.
So I have a question for you, Columbo.
Yes.
And he pulls out the necklace. Where did you find this?
That's a story. Found that up in the Komor.
She's a good-hearted woman in love with a good-timing man.
That sounds like a country song.
It is a country song.
Is it?
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. I can't remember who sang that one. They were talking, I think, a 70s country, I think, somewhere along those lines. Can't remember who it was.
70s country? So that's before the combination of country and Western into one genre. So was it country or was it Western?
It was definitely. It was definitely
more
Willie Nelson's song.
Was it originally? Did he write it or did he sing it? I don't remember him singing it, but he may have. And I know he wrote a ton back in the day more than he sang. He was like the songwriter for a while.
Yeah, it's a duet between Waylon Jennings and Willie Nelson.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Waylon Jennings. Forgot that. Yep.
Forgot about him. So come on in. I'll bring you into my house, my cold.
Yeah, you're in there.
Yeah, that's a long story, but I heard you guys might be willing to.
I think originally it was just Waylon Jennings.
Okay.
Sang.
Merle Haggard.
So
I thought you guys might be willing to hook me up with a connection who could buy an antique. I guess it's an amulet, a couple of them, made of mithril. And what I'll do is I'll quickly a piece of paper sketch the rough design of it. You know what I mean? And just give an idea what it is and what it looks like. And I said I have 3 of these things from the ancient days of when dwarves strode like giants compared to what they are now.
Am I able to take a look at one?
Yeah. I got them safely stored. But yeah, definitely. Do you think you would be a market for this though?
Oh, I'm sure there would be. I mean, people are. And does it have any? Is there any type of magical component to it, or is it just the straight out mithril?
I don't think there was magic, right, Tim?
You don't know.
Oh Christ! We'll have to check that out and see. But yeah, if you're interested, if there's a market,
we're always interested. Yeah, we'll take. I mean, there's a standard cut we take if we do this kind of thing.
Of course,
too.
Of course. That 3% is fair. I understood.
Yeah. Well, we usually start out at 10%.
Okay, all right. So 7% is.
But if you tell me the story on where you found this, definitely it can be negotiated.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah, that's a long story. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you half the story now and half after the deal closes. That sound fair?
If that's the way you want to do it, that's fine. I can agree to that.
All right. Okay. Let's see.
Do you remember it, Joe?
I'll tell him. Well, I was in the forest. There was a dead body of an elf woman, if I remember correctly, right? And there was Knowles, was it?
Yes.
In that fight, and she's been dead a long time, if I remember correctly, right? Her skeleton was in there. And wasn't it a rock rub situation or no?
Yeah, there was. You got rock rubbed again.
Yeah, I got rock rubbed. Yeah.
I do enjoy when I rock rub Joe.
Yeah. That's
the way he talks, it seems like I do it every session.
At least.
And I think I've done it twice to you in like 10 years or whatever it's been.
Well, just rock rubs twice is enough. Just like getting, the sin eaten is enough once in your life. As Ken could attest to, I think.
Yes.
Can't
know?
get a test for that.
So he started twitching as you were describing what was going on. You see him in that? Look back at the video. His eyes were twitching. His head, he's like, no, not that again.
No flashback. No.
Fucker, I go to therapy. Took the day off from work the next day. I know.
It's the combination. For me, it was the combination of the centipedes and maggots and the kissing.
Yeah, that's always nice. Tickling
Well,
centipede.
flash back to your high
Do you
school
need
days.
some therapy dice?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
they were
You want to roll
traumatized.
through that?
Yeah, some trauma.
I just don't want to be around Tim on Valentine's.
He'd kill a mood, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Here's some rock rub chocolates, honey. Happy Valentine's Day.
Stick my finger out through the bottom of the chocolate, wiggle it around. Yeah.
Poison flowers. Fucking Christ. All right, so I'll tell him up to the point of describing the woman and the dead woman and the rock rubs, and I'll leave out the location and then the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because he seems like he wants the location.
He's like, what? Did you describe the woman to him?
It was a skeleton, right? Well, I described the armor, I guess, right?
Well, you knew there was a female, I guess woman type thing, but that it was elven also.
Yeah. Female elf. Then, yeah.
Okay.
And I could describe. We left the body there. I could describe exactly where the body is.
Okay.
If you want later after this, I think the gear was on her too.
Yeah. Yeah, she still had her plate mail on there.
Yeah.
And you guys looted the body otherwise, though, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you guys take the plate mail? I don't think you did.
I don't think we did because there was too much rock rub action going on.
Yeah, you screamed and then
she's there in the woods, and we can tell you. I'll tell you the exact location if you're interested. But
no, he's like, yeah, I would be interested. I don't see myself going up there, of course, but I'd definitely be interested to know.
I don't. We didn't search thoroughly. There may be other documents or implements or whatever you might be interested in on that person. We just grabbed this. And Tim, there was a scroll in a scroll case, wasn't there, with a map?
Yes, there was. Yep.
And do we have that still somewhere? That map?
Well, it was the map to the Kingsbarrow.
Oh, that's right. And they had a.
And you guys gave it away to the other. You gave it away to the Yellow Falcon mercenary groups that were heading up there to go exploring.
But we did keep a copy, if I remember right, didn't we?
I don't remember you guys making a copy, but if you remember differently, I'll default to you guys.
Did we guys? Do you remember, guys, if we made a copy or not?
I don't remember.
I don't recall.
All right.
I think that's one that I missed, maybe.
That's when you missed, Ken. Yeah. So, I mean, it sounds like something you guys would do, but I just don't remember you guys doing it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Joe. We'll gamble. All right. So we'll use the D6 die of Shadow Dark. You can either want high or low. What do you want?
Low. Low is good. Low is a copy.
All right. 1 through 3, you got a copy.
Fuck you hard.
You got Shadow Dark again.
Yep.
Yes. Yep.
I got shadow dicked. Yeah.
Tell Greg to write that supplement.
Yeah, shadow dicking.
I don't want to play in that game.
No, I don't want to play it. I'm not buying that one either.
I'm not,
no.
Greg. I'm not buying that one, buddy.
I don't want to see the artwork for that one.
No.
Well, I can at least tell them that.
Where's my X card?
I can at least tell them that there was a map on her. And I mean, do we know the rough location or what it was she was going to look for? You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, you guys went there.
Oh, okay.
And then you immediately ran. You remember? Yeah, you just decided I'm not going back there, so I'm just giving away this map.
Yeah. All right. So basically, so she had a map to a place, and it was a King's Barrow, which I am also aware of the location of. I can give you that location as well. after we conclude the deal. So I can give it a location of her body and of the King's Barrow when we conclude the deal, because we were at the King's Barrow. It was a cursed place, and I never want to go back there again, like most things in the Komor Forest. So
Right.
I
Can't
love-
even open a door.
yeah, that was a shit show. Yeah. So in any case, yeah, is that the place to teleport on top? We got the hell out of there with teleport on top.
Say that one more time.
Wasn't that the place
Yeah.
that we teleported away from a door, a teleportation thing on top due to some weird?
Yeah,
magic?
you guys encountered that one. It's like a sentient gate, and you had
Yes.
to speak where you wanted to go, and you guys jumped through.
Yeah,
Like
click your heels
you
3 times.
spent all that time getting there, and then you ran away.
Yeah, because we're no fools. Yeah, so I could give the location to that too. I'll tell him once the deal's concluded.
Okay.
All right. I'll tell you what. Why don't we meet tonight? Back here. Or actually, you know what? I imagine you could get into the Adventurers Guild, can you not?
I think I believe Hobbs is a member there.
Why don't you meet me there around 6 o'clock tonight?
I will indeed.
All
I
right.
just
What I
start
would-
blowing smoke rings.
He,
All right,
he goes,
well,
if you wouldn't mind, Columbo, I know you're friends of Godfrey and
Yeah.
all that. I don't know if you would mind taking Hobbs on.
As what? Smoking
Yeah,
companion?
as what? Hobbs
Yeah.
says.
It's like, well, I think while he's lived in the city for a while, I think you could maybe use some adventuring time.
Well, you've heard about every terror or many of the terrors I faced in the Komor and fought demons and everything else. And look, and I hold up my hand. These three got melted off the other day. But if you still want to go with me there, hobby boy,
He's like, I don't want you to kill him. He says,
just saying, where I walk, shit happens.
Yes, I'd rather him not kill me either, Sidwin. Thank you very much.
well, he
Listen,
goes,
I'm always up for, you know me, I'm always up for a lark.
I'm just very interested in, not that I don't trust you at all, because you could make a deal with someone else, but I want to protect our aspect of the necklace that you found, if that makes sense to you.
Your aspect of it?
Yes, of the aspect of our part of the deal.
In other words, you want to make sure Hobbs is with us so I don't talk about who I sold it to?
Well, just keep our interest, because if you make a deal with somebody else, then you have no interest in telling us where the other parts that stuff is at.
Oh, no, I have no interest in making a deal with anybody else. As long as I get a fair deal from you.
You will. There's no reason for us to make it unfair. I would just have to reach out to contacts and see who is the most interested in it.
All right. Well, that sounds good. I will go there and actually, you know what? Hobbs, if we're gonna go, why don't we just go now? I'll show you what it looks like. You can get a gander at it. And yeah. And
Because I'm going to take this and he goes, I appreciate you. I don't know. I'm sure you don't understand the complete importance of this necklace, but what you brought us is important.
well, I understand your power and significance in this city, and it was too tempting to have this on me. Didn't want to pretend it was something I was not, if you know what I'm saying. That would incur the wrath.
Oh, well, that's more the deceivers type of thing. But yes, we can make things difficult. But yeah, so Hobbs, why don't you, if he needs any help with getting anywhere, I don't know how well know you in the city, but you couldn't find a better guide than Hobbs here for schooling.
Good. Well, we could go to the Adventurers Guild right now. And since I am a bit low on funds, if Hobbs has enough money to pay the Adventurers Guild for a magical identification to see if these items have any powers, that would be most welcome, and you could deduct that from the cost. That way, Hobbs will be there for the identification, and I will be there for identification from a neutral party in the Adventurers Guild to see if it is magical. And we will both have assurances that we know what it is or not. Nobody's making anything up. Sound good?
Right.
Tim, that is a good question. I don't know how much money I have. you know what I'm saying? Over the
Oh, when we, I was going to address that before, and I know we forgot about that at the end. Roll a
1 million.
2d6.
okay.
Yeah. There's my low rolls I wanted.
Yeah, you apparently bought way more tobacco than you remember, and like it got to your head, you went back and bought a lot more. So you got 20 silver left.
20 silver left. Fantastic.
Yep.
Fantastic.
So as long as you have enough on you there, Hobbs, to pay for Adventurers Guild cost of an identify spell, or whatever the equivalent translation is, detect whatever these things are, then we should be good. You good to go, Hobbs? Are you well funded?
Oh, yes. Fear not, good sir. We'll take care of it.
Oh, good, good. And I nod to him like this will come out of your share then, or that your cut. You're going to get this back later, correct? Is it advance? I'm not.
Are you asking him?
Yeah,
Or-
not Hobbs. I'm asking Sidwin.
Oh, Sidwin he's like, he looks at Hobbs and he's like, "You don't have enough, do you?"
He says, "Well,
I can tell how you winced when you smiled."
Well, you know me so well, Sidwin."
And he pulls out he pulls out a pouch and you see 100 silver and he tosses it to you, Hobbs. He's like, "Try not to buy any tobacco on the way."
Yeah. He also asks, he says, "By the way, whatever happened to Blazer?"
Who?
Blazer.
Asking Sidwin.
Oh, well, Blazer got mad because she went on a complete wrong way. Not only did she go in the wrong area, she got in a fight, got arrested, and she was fined 25 silver. So she's not in the best of moods.
Ah, good.
And we still
Very
haven't
happy.
found. Oh, I forgot, what was the other guy's name?
Peter.
Peter. Still haven't found Peter yet.
Yeah, we didn't like Peter anyway. Okay. We weren't fans.
We weren't fans. Yeah. All right. So go ahead and go
Back to the Adventurers Guild, and yeah, I will
get the locker room.
Yeah, go to the locker room and pull them out so we can get a look at them, and then there must be.
That's a weird thing to walk in on.
Yeah.
I want to go into the locker room and take a look at them.
In the room.
Yeah. I will show him my items in the locker room, and he gets a good look at them and understands what they are, and then
I hope it's warm there.
and then I'll take it to. There must be the identify guy. You know what I mean, or whatever for hire here, right?
Yeah, there is a guy there.
Yeah. So I'm, it's a good
kind of like you go up to the pawn shop. He's the guy with the little
magnifying glass
telescope in his eye or whatever those things are called.
Yep.
What's it called?
Monocle or something?
A monocle?
Loop.
Loop.
Oh, even the jeweler guys, what they wear in their eye?
Yeah, jeweler's loop. Yeah.
Loop.
Jeweler's loop. Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Oh,
All right.
loop.
L-O-U-P.
Loop.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah.
So you see a guy with a jeweler's loop.
All right. That's a good sir.
Would I know him, Tim, from previous
Yeah.
previous opportunities, yeah.
Yep. And the interesting thing about this guy is he's a doom singer. He's a big barbarian looking dude, dressed in leathers and
Good Lord.
But he's hunched over and you see him he's got this tiny jeweler's loop in his eye that he has to squint down really hard because it's like 2 sizes too small for his eyeball. And he looks
what's
up
his
at
name?
you. I'm looking at my list here.
The identify guy.
Yeah, the identify guy.
Bill Nye, the identify guy.
Yeah, there you go. Toric.
Toric.
Yep. Not too
Torrin,
far
good
from
sir.
Torrin.
My good sir, I was wondering if you could do me a favor and see if these items are magical.
And he kind of looks at you. He's like, I smell no doom on them.
No doom.
Oh, Torek, come now with the doom, sir. Every time I come in, it's nothing but doom and gloom with you.
Everything else is boring but the doom. But if you want me to identify your little trinkets, I suppose I can, but it won't stop you from the doom.
Well, be that as may, you know, doom is all around, and one day it shall visit us, and you'll be your happiest day, Torek. But today, it is not doom day. Okay, so let's
Fine, Hobbs.
try to be pleasant, shall we?
Have I not told you you speak too much? You use all the words up, and no one else will have any.
You know, Tor, I just met him about 8 minutes ago, and I tend to agree with you.
He points at Columbo. See?
Well,
So
never
you see,
trust a man without all his fingers.
He squints his eyes. Which coin do you give him then, Joe?
All three. I mean, he's got to look at all of them, right? So,
yeah, so that'll be 300 silver.
Hobbs?
Come on now, Torek. You can do a little better than that. We've been very good to you over the years. You know this. We bring you all our customers, and
there's no doom discount. This is what it cost. You know what it cost when it came in here.
Well, that is true, but still.
Go ahead and give me a charisma roll there, Paul.
Okay. A 9.
You see, he's kind of like, last time you cheated me on my tobacco. You gave me the cheap stuff.
He pulls out a pouch. He says, "Not this time, my friend," and pushes it across to him. This is the finest halfling tobacco that you will ever have.
You see him do a quick left and then a right. And then he kind of grabs the pouch. His whole hand covers the pouch and he slides it back real quick. And he's just looking back and forth. Puts it in his pocket.
So Hobbs is a piece of shit who sells somebody bad weed. This is what I'm learning. It's skunk weed.
It's actually not.
He's actually giving him the good stuff. He moved more of the high end version there, Joe.
I went back and remember I had ordered the two. I had ordered 2 from that guy, so I must have went back and bought the other 2, which put me out some money. So I had 2 extra pouches.
Columbus looks in disgust at a skunk weed salesman. I'm just, Well, that cut it there, Turek.
And he starts squinting at the pieces, and he's looking. What am I looking for? I don't see anything.
Are they magical in any way?
No, they're not magical at all. And he's like looking at no, nothing magical about this one. And he bangs it on the.
You're a little gentle there.
Well, if it's magical, it won't break from doom tapping.
If it's not magical, it'll break if you do that, though. A little gentleness.
He pushes the one back out towards you.
Yeah.
And he looks at the next one, taps it gently, and hands it back to you. And then he grabs the one that's the newer one, Joe.
Yeah, the one I got in that weird dream place thing.
Yeah.
With the elf guy. Yeah.
Yep. And he goes, this one's interesting.
Oh, do tell.
This one's magical.
What does it
And
do?
He puts it out to you. What's it do? It's magical.
What does it do, though?
He pushes it back. You just asked if it was magical.
Oh, you cannot tell me what kind of magic it has?
Well, I can if I get 100 silver pieces.
Didn't he just pay you the 100?
He paid me 100 to detect magic.
Oh, there's 2.
Or he paid me to detect magic. I detect magic.
Hobbs, cough it up.
Cough it up.
Cough it up.
He says, my dear man.
Part of the deal. That's what you know who told you to do. So we got to do this.
So did I already give him the 100 that I had?
Plus,
No, you just gave him a pouch.
Oh, I gave him the pouch. All right. So
Yeah.
I'll give him. Okay. I thought. Okay. All right.
But what
so
he agreed to, he agreed to see if any of them were magical first, because you guys didn't even know.
Yeah.
So he did that for the pouch. But now to identify it, he needs the money.
Then I'll give him the 100 silver then.
Okay. So he goes and he kind of puts it there. And as before he does, he goes, I only get like 10 of that.
Well, you must speak to your boss about that. I have no control over what you get paid.
Well, you do have control over aggravating me.
That is true, and I enjoy that very much.
So he identifies it, and he kind of looks at, wow, this is unusual.
Oh.
And where did you get this at?
I tripped over it on the street and picked it up, and here we are.
You tripped over it on the street.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, how it goes.
Because this has some, well, I mean, I don't know magic all that great or whatever, but it's definitely not going to be any good for you.
Why not?
Do you know how to use magic?
No.
Then you're not going to be able to use this.
Well, what does it do? Might be useful for somebody.
He kind of he sort of his breath. He goes, from what I understand, this is some sort of ancient magic stuff. I can, if you're a mage, I can tell you, but even if I do explain it to you, it's not going to make any difference because it's going to hit you in your dwarven forehead, and then the words are going to hit you in your forehead, and then they're going to drop to the ground and evaporate like ice.
I've talked to mages. I have some friends my good friends are mages. Not very.
Yeah,
good
I've heard
ones,
that
but
before. Yeah.
But they're not very good.
My
but
best friend is a mage. Don't tell me
Yeah.
I've heard that before.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Tarek, don't exaggerate. We know you don't have any friends.
So I tell you what. Why don't you just write it? Why don't you just say it, and I'll write it down, and therefore I could talk to a mage who could explain it to me, so it doesn't break my brain.
He goes, if you wear this, you'll be able to. He goes, he kind of, I guess, read minds.
Oh, but only if you're a mage.
Well, yeah, you have to be a mage to use magic, and you're not a mage. To you, it's just a little mithril trinket.
Gotcha. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yes.
And he just kind of just glares at you, Hobbs. But he goes, thanks for the weed.
I knew I could count on you, Torek.
This is not skunk. All right. Sounds good there. You can maybe talk.
And then as soon as you guys start walking away and you hear him go, Hank, I'm taking a break.
Taking a smoke break.
That's right.
Smoke break. He's gonna come back and fucking not. Oh yeah, he's gonna have the loop on one eye and wonder why he's dizzy. Is what he's gonna come back.
He's gonna have it. Look, my tongue is reading minds.
His perspective will all be off. He'll be like, walking.
So what it does, guys, is you can cast the detect thought spell 3 times per day, and you get a +4 bonus on it.
Okay.
Now, Joe, you can actually try to cast this. You can too, but you only get your intelligence bonus. What's your intelligence bonus?
It is -1.
So you would at least get a plus because it's got a +4 to the bonus. All right.
Yeah.
And let me see what I can't remember what detect thoughts is. It's a second tier, so you need to get to 12 or above. So you'd be +3 trying to get a 12 or above.
All right. So +3, and
Hobbs is serving 6 months in county.
All right.
Fair.
All right.
Fair.
And that's got to be worth some shit, though.
Well, yeah, it's it's mithril on top of it.
Yeah.
So
That's some serious juice.
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
That's more worth it to me to sell it, quite honestly.
All right. So what do you guys do?
All right, I put it back in the vault, and I tell them. So why don't you go back to Sidwin? Now that we know exactly what this does, and I'm willing to sell all 3. I know the value alone of just the mithril alone is 3,500. So,
Well, that's depending on the markets these days.
the quality is high. The market is always good for the collectors of this sort of thing, especially the magical thing. I think there's always a market for that. The rich never sleep when it comes to this sort of thing.
Well, I will report to Sidwin, and hopefully we will be able to make a deal.
Sounds good. Why don't we meet? What do you say? Tomorrow morning, my place.
Tomorrow morning, your place. We'll be there.
All right, that sounds good. And what is it that you do, by the way? I understand your profession of your organization. Are you of the same profession? If you're going to be traveling with me somewhere out in the wilds of the world?
Yes, I have known many professions. My current one is, well, discreet.
Okay. Well, so be it. I will be seeing you then tomorrow morning.
Mm-hmm. I will see you then. And
why don't we meet here at the Adventurers Guild in the morning? That way we can do the transaction here.
Oh, that's perfectly fine.
All right.
I will tell Sidwin.
All right. And just come with your best and final offer. I hate haggling. Even though I'm a dwarf, I really hate haggling.
I'll be sure to mention that to Sidwin as well.
All right. I'm sure he has funds in the vault. We could transfer from his to mine. Life is good, and we're all set.
Let us hope so.
I hope indeed.
All right. So I will head on out, and I just kind of, lazily walk down the street and just kind of puff away as I'm heading towards back to where Sidwin would be. And, so that's what I'll do.
I'm gonna head over, Tim, or back to these guys.
I'm gonna switch back to these guys.
Yep. No worries. Sounds good.
All right. So you guys you wake up the next morning. The snow has finally ceased, but it's still pretty cold and windy out, and the drifting's pretty bad. I mean, some of the drifts are like 6 to 7 feet tall now.
Ooh, that's tall.
The resident hobbit was
yes,
commenting on that.
I heard. Yeah. So it definitely makes travel much more difficult. The next landmark you guys ahead is the abandoned shrine. You guys remember that place, the one that was underground?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Right.
That was we found a couple of things there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it was it Joe who found some invisible treasure kind of hiding out that nobody had found before.
Right.
So
okay, we will slog our way there. I already have my title for my next blog post on this.
Oh, I bet you do. All right. Give me this time, Ken, you get roll a D6 for me.
Yeah.
Because Vance already tried to kill you. All right, you guys get to the abandoned shrine without any issues. But while you're traveling there, though, up in the trees, you keep on hearing like a fluttering noise, and then when you look up quick, you almost see like a flash of light, and then it disappears. Just small ones, not real big or anything, just like little flash, and then they go away. But you guys do reach the abandoned shrine, and you see a body laying out in front of the abandoned shrine.
Does it look like our friend from the day before?
Which friend was that?
That little
Milos?
demonic guy.
Oh, no. No. He actually was heading straight north.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the imp or whatever he is. Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah, I guess we go
that's
up.
it. Is this anybody we know?
So you go check, and it looks like some sort of adventure. You're thinking it might have been one of the guys that were standing on the wall in the Angry Priest Inn, wearing
Okay.
leather armor. Still has his leather armor on. It looks like he's wrapped up in a couple different cloaks. Has a short sword and a backpack. And he basically looks like he's frozen to death, from what you can tell. You don't your brief check. I mean, he's layered with cloaks, but you don't see any outward wounds right now.
How much snow is covering him?
Nothing right where he was sitting. Where the shrine door is at. He was kind of nestled in there, and it looks like it. It was one of the areas where the drifts weren't forming at. So he was he was fairly exposed to the elements.
Okay.
So I guess I'm going to look and see if there's any signs of violence, or if it just really does look like he froze to death.
You see 2 holes in his chest, but they look like arrow wounds. You're guessing, but there's no arrows in him.
So, does it look like blood ran out of the holes?
That's the strange things. There's no blood that's coming out of the holes. It's almost like he got shot maybe after he froze to death.
Somebody rolling the corpse in a different way. But it doesn't look like anybody kind of did the went through the pockets kind of thing after.
Yeah, he looks like he has all of his equipment on him. He has, like I said, his backpack and his armor still on. So,
yeah.
Well, I guess
we'll borrow his backpack, kick open the door, and use whatever's in that to not use our own resources.
Sure. You find 3 rations in there. You find 50 foot of rope, because I forget what they do. I think they only do 40 feet. I don't know why that bothers me.
I think they do 60 feet.
What's that?
It's 60.
Oh, is it 60? Yeah. This is 50. I don't know why that extra 10 feet bothers. Maybe because it's a double mirror. I don't know.
Well, I'll take the rations for now. We can always split them up.
Yeah, and then you got the backpack, a tinder box, and 4 torches. And he's got a pouch in there too that has 12 silver pieces in it.
Ooh. I guess we split that up 3 ways.
Yep.
Milos kind of looks at him. What do you think happened to him?
Bad luck, froze to death.
Yeah.
Or he got blasted by one of those snow thems.
Yes.
That's right. The abominable snow thems, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Do you guys go into the shrine, or are you guys gonna camp somewhere else? Let's move you up.
Well, I'd rather we'd just camp in shrine, and that way we can protect the door. And
whoops. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a lot warmer, of course, down out of the elements and down below. It's an uncomfortable setting for whatever reason. It's just uneasy down here. It just has a creepy, heavy atmosphere to it.
Yeah.
And you can tell Milos is affected by it. I mean, he's trying to act like it's not bothering him, but you can tell that it definitely is.
Well, you think this is bad? You ought to try sleeping with our friend Columbo nearby.
Yeah.
Give me a roll, Vance, for the night.
That's only on Bean Day, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to do a quick
Alarm?
Yeah, let me set the alarm.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Let's see if it works. Yep, it worked.
Oh, that's right. You got an alarm wand. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Alarm wand.
No. And
She's impressed by that.
And it doesn't go off.
All right. You guys sleep through the night, no issues. You wake up the next morning and it's snowing again.
No, of course.
Not bad, but it's just you can't tell because the wind's really kicked up. It seems like the snow that's coming down now is actually the snow that's getting knocked off the trees above and drifting down below. But it's cold. The one thing that it's helpful while the temperature has dropped and it's very cold, but it's also frozen the top layer of snow, so navigating becomes a little bit more easy. You're not falling through as much now.
Yeah. Well, at least me. He's Draymond's still breaking.
Oh yeah, he's still a rock on legs.
And just like his shins are going to be beaten to hell. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he still has some trouble, but the other two,
So can we make it
So Draymond, do we want to go directly to the ruins, or do we want to dogleg up to the shrine or this barrow, I guess, and see if we can find your artifact?
It would be nice if we could stop the snow.
You want me to stop the snow? I could do that.
Well, if we do that, I'm going to have to go and like move the thing away, quite a ways forward, and get it to spring, and that's just going to probably make everything worse. And
no, you just keep messing it up.
Please get them to stop the snow.
And then that dragon or whatever was going to be really unhappy with us.
Aren't we off by just a day?
That's what I thought. What difference can a day make?
Give them a stop the snow spell so they can roll a 1 and see the chaos that ensues.
That's right.
Weather control spell.
The snow suddenly hovers in the air, and then it starts forming together in the area. All the snow forms.
See, the ice age occurs.
Yeah. You've created an iceberg golem.
Yeah, I know. It's literally cats and dogs. Anyway,
I love that.
Is this a house?
You guys haven't been there yet.
Oh, how do we?
You went below it for some reason. I don't remember the last time.
I think we went straight south from the tower.
Yeah.
Right. But I'm talking about the first time you guys went over there before the snow.
Oh, we got lost, I think.
Yeah, and you ended up down in the
we ended up down to the south anyway, or something.
Yeah, you ended up going to the south before correcting and going back up to the north.
So, well, let's go get lost over there now. This time.
All right. So which way do you guys want to go?
So you feel like let's go and check the shrine out first, and then see if we can correct things. What there, Draymond?
Have we gone through this shrine before?
Yeah. Well, I mean the ancient tower, the old tower.
You guys just have an encounter. You guys just don't know what that other house thing is right there.
I just think it would be a little easier to find this other thing if we could stop the snow.
Yeah. Just a second. I've got that. Oh, let's see. Do we still have the map to the King's Barrow? We gave that away.
Well, this is pretty much what I'm showing you right now anyhow.
Yeah.
To make it easier. This is the map.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Well,
yeah.
We had that King's Barrow map that had some notations and stuff on it.
Right. Let me you know what? Let me see if I still have that on there. I know
it's in the handouts. Yeah.
So
that's right. Okay.
Columbo gave it away. We kept a copy.
Yeah, you guys kept a copy. Columbo gave his copy away.
Oh, sure. Good. Then I'm going to look at it.
Yeah, you guys can look at it.
Looks like Northwind Crypt is stay away, folk creepy. That's that's a fairly generic. I'm sure they're
sure. So yeah, so that people know that. I mean, what isn't anymore? Yeah, because I think the one you guys are going to. is the next one. I think you're heading to is the underground group. I think they were goblins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And then stayed away. Felt creepy. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, what if we go to the ancient tower, see if we can do something about this weather,
Yep.
set things back, then go find this hammer. And the hammer, was it in the King's Burrow or was it further north?
It was due north of the old tower. So like one of these, symbols up here somewhere.
Right.
Well, do you remember that you guys? I mean, I'm not going to have you guys try to remember. He told you it was north of a small marsh. It was on the edge of a small marsh.
Yeah, there's a marsh.
Yep.
Both of these areas right in here.
Yep.
In here.
So, okay. Yeah, so we'll go until our feet get wet. Or good.
On the plus side, the marsh should be frozen.
Yes, I was going to say that.
Mm-hmm.
So perfect.
So how are you guys going to traverse your next part? So you guys going to try to get there fast, or you guys being cautious?
Time is of the essence. Sure, why not?
All
Yeah,
right.
before the
So,
dragon fails.
So
Yeah.
what happened? So I'm going to give you guys double. So instead of just moving 2 hexes, I'm going to let you move 4 hexes, but your chances of encountering thing goes from a 1 to 2 to a 1 to 3, and you'll have and then from the distance you're going to be rolling that twice.
Okay.
So Vance, go ahead and roll the first one, 1 to 3. See what you get.
I'm
Yay.
reliable.
Yes, go ahead and roll your 2d6. You know the routine.
4. And it's Bob.
2 and 2. Yeah. Well, that's the funny thing. Usually, if it's even like that, it's kind of it's usually one of the special encounters.
Okay.
Oh gosh. So
No.
it's just your night, the guys. You see a bulbous little demonic creature going, I'm cold.
Is it our same little demonic creature that we?
No, this one's much more pathetic. He's kind of got long, scraggly hair. His eyes are all bulbous. He's just like throwing a tantrum, and he's trying to get up this snowdrift, and he's like, I'm so fat and I can't reach anything. I hate this. I hate it.
Tim, stop imitating me. It's hurting my feelings. X card.
So what do you get? You see him off in the distance, but his wails are just his voice is echoing through the trees.
Oh, that's poor creature.
I'm gonna drown in this snow. I never knew I could die from snow. Nobody told me this.
Hey, you.
He turns around. What?
Quit your whining.
No. Help me.
Where are you going?
I don't know.
Why don't
You
you
help
follow in
me?
our tracks? At least it'd be a little easier.
Yeah.
And you see him kind of trying to waddle towards you, but he's moving so slow, and I need help.
How far is he away?
He gets into, well, how far do you want to let, because right now he's kind of like double near from you, so about 60 feet. So you can tell me, what you want to do.
Do you want to tromp over there and drag his sorry ass over here?
Give me, both of you give me intelligence rolls. And then roll for Nilos too. He's got +2 to his intelligence.
Okay.
Oh, Blaga, you got it. And he's
Okay.
15 or better on your roll.
Okay. I'll roll for Nilos. So
Okay.
was it
Nothing for Ken.
+2 for him?
Yeah, +2 for Milos.
Okay.
Oh, get a brain freeze. Ugh.
Yeah, no, both those guys are looking.
They don't know. This is some sort of he's a demonic creature, but you recognize it from your studies, and you saw a picture that kind of looked like him, and that he's a Maine.
Okay.
You have some knowledge that they're usually spawned from. They're usually servants of hags.
Sure. Yeah. Why are you out here by yourself?
Out here.
Yeah.
What in the
You're
world
running
are you
away.
doing?
You'll run into.
He looks around. He goes, "I'm running away. I'm not going back there."
All right. Where's there?
And he goes, "I'm not going back." And he points down there.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Well,
It's too hot down there. It's too cold up here. It sucks everywhere I go.
Well, you can follow in our path. It should be a little easier, but I'm going to stick you, or
Don't stick me.
I'm going to
don't
pound
stick
on
me. I
you
didn't
with
do
my
anything.
hammer if you don't shut up.
I need to go to the lake.
the lake.
Well,
The lake. Okay, Joe.
Good luck, Joe.
Good luck. Yeah. Don't get lost on the way.
Where's the lake?
He goes in the forest. He goes,
Yeah.
and he kind of points. He points up here, and then he moves his hand around. I think it's over there. So he kind of points general north.
Okay.
well, you can either follow us. We're going this way for now,
Yeah.
or you can go on your way.
Yeah.
Oh, it so sucks to be me. All right, I'll
Yeah.
follow.
Welcome to the club, buddy.
Oh, yeah, I thought this would be better than hell, but nope, I miscalculated.
Yeah. You'll always follow him and just singe him if he's being a pest.
All right, so we're going to keep moving.
Okay.
Okay, so he does slow you down
Of course he does.
because and while he doesn't complain, he makes more moaning and groaning noises than you've ever thought would create it. He's always going, and it's just freaking awful.
So
And you guys get about halfway to give me another roll, Vance.
all right. Let's see what I can do here. Nothing happens.
All right. So you get almost to there, but you're short because you brought the little demon boy along with you.
Sure.
So do you guys want to push it?
We know where we're going. We might as well just go for
I
it.
think we'll push it because we
Yeah.
can. That's shelter
Here-
if we can make it.
So the only not problem, but the challenge with this one, if you decide to push it, you guys are going to run into, just now you're going to be affected by the cold and just exhaustion. So if you run into anything, you guys are going to be at disadvantage.
That's fine.
All righty. Just make me one more roll then, Vance.
Yeah.
That's just
Since I was the cheerful one. Ha
Yes.
no problem.
Just missed something.
You guys arrive at the ancient tower ruins. Dun, 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 dun. It's not that dramatic. It's just a bunch of fallen rocks. But
Yeah. We've been there before. We know what it looks like.
yeah, you've been there, but done that before. So let's get the. I don't know. Is the picture in the? Let's bring out the picture.
Yeah, I believe there's a picture in the
Let me bring out the picture.
ancient Elven Tower ruin. There you
There
go. Bring
it
it up.
is.
Bring it up for our viewer.
Yeah, back at old deal, but a goodie. I don't think.
there we go.
Yeah. Are you done pinching one off, Joe? No, you got a twofer. All right. So yeah, so I mean it looks pretty much like that except covered with snow. And just remember that stump is the place where the well is and where you guys came out of.
Right.
So
It's right there in the
that's
center.
still illuminating. Yep.
Okay.
And whatnot. So and Milo's
place that
looks
we
like
went
first.
into and it was inside.
The tower in the back there that you know it's way in the back there, Ken.
Okay.
You see where it's at? It's kind of
Yeah.
in the distance. There's not much left to it in this iteration.
Yeah, that's where Joe and one of the boys were.
Yeah.
I think it was Burns or something.
Burns
like that.
or Gunnery, yeah.
Yeah. Because Gunnery was out there getting his voodoo on.
That's right.
So,
back mission accomplished. All right, congratulations, Joe.
Thanks,
2
Joe.
experience points.
exactly.
2 for 2.
Hey, I'll take that shit, motherfucker. Don't tempt me.
Well, you know it is number 2, so you got to give
I
2
know.
experience points. That's what it's worth. No less, no more.
Glad it all worked out.
So I'll just I'll just elbow Draymond in the ribs and say, looks like we got to call your friend again. See if we can gain Gaten Bentons to this place again. I don't know how else to do it.
Yeah, because it's right now. There's what you guys were in is not there. This is just the ruins. and your guy goes, "What kind of place is this? It stinks here. Oh my god, I've never smelled something so bad before."
I pull out my hammer and I say, "Shut your mouth."
Oh, I'm sorry, but it smells so bad in here.
Well, you're welcome to keep walking there, friend.
Your lake is right up that way.
To eat. Do you have something to eat?
We give him.
I'm about to reach out to the spirits of the forest, and I need you to shut up. Can you
give him?
that?
I'll give him a ration to get him to shut up.
Okay.
I'll take him off to like the edge of the clearing or something like that, and say, "Sit down, shut up, have something to eat."
You're not any nicer than a hag. Guy starts eating, and you notice
he's
eating.
Shut up.
So he's shoveling the food in, but it's coming out excrement as soon as it's going in. It just slides right through.
Yeah. Play-Doh Fun Factory.
Pretty much, yes.
Push on his head.
Yeah, it comes out different shapes depending on where you push. Yeah.
Cars.
So you're gonna try to call the spirits at the well again, then, Ken?
Yep.
All right. You see the blue lake coming, form out of the well, and it hovers before you.
Yeah.
Draymond, how may I assist you today?
Well, your humble servants beseech you to provide us.
And then behind you,
ignore that.
2 of your humble servants and 1 ungrateful asshole. Humbly beseech you to bring us back to the shelter that we experienced on our previous trip here.
Of course. And he takes you. The light goes over to the tower. And he says, "Draymond, you have the power to do this on your own."
I did not know that. Thank you for sharing your wisdom.
He goes, "Make it. Will it manifest it, motherfucker? Make it." He's just focus on the tower and make it make it what you see in your mind.
All right, guys, let's go this way.
Okay.
And once they get close, I'm going to I'll manifest it.
All right. Just you need to make a roll, Ken, and then you can use the spell casting stuff on this too. But it's just basically what I call a divine act that you're doing, and you need a 12 or above.
Uh-oh. Do I get wisdom bonuses or anything?
Yeah, you get your wisdom bonus and a spell casting, but it's like casting a spell. It's just not a formalized spell. They just call it a divine act.
Well,
So
man,
do I cast it as one of my spells that I have, like turn undead, maybe?
Yeah, cast it like, because basically it's like a tier 2 kind of thing. So that's why you need a 12. Yeah, you could use smite if you want. Yep.
Yeah, smite's a tier 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you just use your smite thing. That'll work. Boom, you got it.
Nice.
So before you see the temple, the blue light kind of forms and it reforms into what it was that you saw and what it was in the past. But when you did it, Ken, when you manifested it, it wasn't almost like you were rebuilding it. It was it's always there. It's always been there. You just allowing it to be what it's always been.
Right. So we're manifesting ourselves into its presence.
Exactly.
That's very theological.
It is very theological. I didn't know I was going to go so heavy on that, but I guess we'll go there.
It's kind of
No more.
new agey too.
But just to temper it down, as soon as you manifest it behind you, you're like, oh my god, I'm going to throw up. Oh my god.
All right, you
It
throw
smells
up
so
out
bad
here.
here.
We're going to go in.
And when you kind of he's got one hand on the ground and he's just kind of rocking back and forth. And Neelis turns around and he goes, I can flame him. We can see if that makes him feel better. I don't know.
I don't know. He feels like he's going to get in there and desecrate something.
Oh, he's going to desecrate something. Yeah.
Make sure he
desecrated the forest over back there, and that's never going to grow back.
Yeah, tell him to wait by the door.
So what's his vomit doing when it hits the snow?
He doesn't vomit. He's just making wretched noises because he doesn't have anything to vomit, because as soon as it goes in, it comes out shit.
Oh.
But he's just dry heaving the entire time.
I just had that happen.
I hate when that happens.
Joe just said I just had that happen.
Wow, you just manifested
I did. I manifested Ruffles to shit instantly. It was an instant fucking manifestation.
All right. So you guys get into the tower. What do you do?
Are there candles and
you remember you have?
I have
floors.
one of the candles with me if for some reason they're not up there.
No, I mean the candles are, the one that you took, Vance, is gone, but everything else is pretty much exactly where you guys left it.
Okay. I put
so
in the famous last words of we're going to put the candle back, I guess. Yeah, I love that I get to use that line twice in 2 season sessions. Anyway, so we'll go up. So we know that how is this? We know that we moved backwards a day.
Dial. Mm-hmm.
And so we basically need to move the thing forward one day to counter whatever this event is, or bypass this event that's going to cause this ruination.
Okay.
So yeah, you're watching the steam coming off of
yeah,
his head. All right, and it's got the we even figured out what those things were called on the sundial, but it's got the 3 dolmens or prongs or whatever they are.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. And since I've messed with it before,
mm-hmm.
I know that can I tell that the three ones each have like a different kind of quality or different purpose or power or something?
Go ahead and give me a roll, Vance.
Of
Intelligence roll. And you can too, Ken. You're there.
What
Yeah,
kind of
'cause-
roll?
You looked over my shoulder.
To figure out what this exactly does, but Blaga's definitely going to. What do you both do, actually? What it breaks down to is just basic stuff. It looks like one is possibly like for the hour, one's possibly for days, and the other one's for years.
Okay. So we don't move the year one.
So you don't want to do that one?
No. So we will just kind of move the candles that have so that we can best refocus, realign them so the shadows line up with one day essentially.
Okay. All right. All right. So as you guys are messing with those things, you hear somebody downstairs.
Of course.
Now, do you want to finish what you're doing, or do you want to keep going?
Finish. I pull out my hammer and kind of stand guard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a roll. All right. So you guys want to reset it then, right?
Yep.
Okay. So Vance, give me an intelligence roll, and you're going to want to beat a 12. 14. All right. As you reset it, you guys hear, Ken, you're guarding it. Down below, you see Blaga and yourself walking up the stairs. And then as soon as it gets set,
Quick, hide.
it goes back. They vanish.
Okay.
And Milos goes, I feel kind of funny. And he goes, I feel like dizzy and lightheaded.
I hope.
Okay. All right. He just shakes his head. What do you guys do?
We will leave everything as we found it on the third floor there. Yeah, exactly. Not going to touch anything else.
She said, don't touch anything. You're getting coached over there, Vance.
I know. Exactly. Slowly walk back down the stairs. Yes. And we'll just basically tell Milos that we feel like we think we've corrected what we needed to correct in order to, hopefully kind of readjust the events in the forest energy.
Okay. He goes, all right. So what do you guys do?
I guess. Are we gonna stay here, or should we get out of here?
You notice it's daytime now.
Oh, it is?
Yep.
Okay. I'll grab a bite to eat and take off.
All right. When you go ahead. I was just going to say, when you guys go to take off and leave the tower, you notice you don't hear retching outside.
Yeah, well, we lost our
good
little buddy.
That's one benefit. Even if we ruined the world, at least we got rid of him.
Yeah, at least it smells a little bit better. So there's that well or whatever we came down.
Yeah, but what you notice now is up in the trees that flapping and the light flashes are getting more intensified.
Okay. Great.
All right. And what you so this, let me see if I can. I don't know if I remember if I downloaded the pitch the the picture for this one now.
I don't see anything.
I don't think I have. Oh, is that the? Nope, that's not it. Oh, anyways, so there's this like there's these spectral things that come out of the tree limbs. They have a bluish light about them.
Okay.
Spooky.
And you see about a half dozen, and they're not very big. They're probably like a foot to 2 foot long. They have kind of like bat type wings. They have a long tail, and it looks like and they're swarming Milos.
Uh-oh. Does it look like anything bad is happening to him other than he's being swarmed, or is he about to be like consumed or shifted back into
Well, yeah, you hear him screaming.
Oh, damn it. I'll lose
All
more
right,
henchmen this way.
Give me an initiative roll, guys.
Where am I?
All right, you guys go before these things. So you see 6 of them, like a couple of them are starting to swirl around him, and he's kind of defending them, and there's more coming down.
Okay.
What would you guys like to do?
Can I attack them with my warhammer?
Yeah, you can try to attack one with the warhammer, of course.
Okay, I'll do that.
13, that hits.
6.
Ooh, 6 points of damage. When you hit it, Ken, it just dissolves.
Okay.
And it almost knocks you off balance because you're waiting that you struck something. But as soon as so it's like you hit it, but you just keep going through. So you almost get knocked off balance and fall on your ass.
All right. I'm gonna magic missile and seeing what if it succeeds, seeing what happened with Ken. I'm gonna aim one at. I've got 3, so I'll aim one.
3 different ones. Okay. Yeah.
One each.
Go for it.
Okay.
Definitely.
Nice.
The Merv's launching out.
Do I need to roll damage?
Yeah. Yeah. You still want to take damage. 4 points of damage. Damn. All right. Those all hit, but they do not go. They don't disappear. But your magic missiles shred through them, and they're a lot less substantial than what they were before. But they're still there.
Okay.
Once you guys, one of you guys roll for Milos too for a Dex thing. He doesn't have any bonuses for his initiative. So just a straight 20 roll. 11. Okay, so he gets attacked by 5 of these things. And he's basically got a 12 AC, so he gets hit twice. And he gets, let's see if I can, I forgot how do I roll? Oh, I'm going to roll a D6, guys, twice, and but it's only a D3 damage. So,
okay.
So he took 6 points of damage.
Yep.
What you see happen to Milos is he gets shredded and he turns almost into what looks like pieces of fabric, and they kind of float and get caught in the wind and wave around, and they just kind of disappear out of existence, and Milos vanishes.
I had a student for all of a couple of days.
Before you shredded them and that. Ken, make it a wisdom check for me.
Sad.
We lost a perfectly good mage. You feel that this is some sort of protector for the temple.
Okay.
Ken, but you're not. You don't know what their purpose is other than that, or why the hell they would do that to Milos.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't there with us the first time. Maybe he wasn't supposed to be there the second time.
That's true.
Yeah.
But the imbalance that you were feeling, Ken, before that was in the forest is gone.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe it's
So-
all Milos' fault.
So are we still in the tower? Like in the basement?
You guys exited the tower, and that
Okay, so-
not too far, and that's when that happened.
Okay, so what do they do after he disappears?
They kind of disappear themselves too. They kind of turn into ribbons and turn into like the blue sparks that you guys were seeing before, and then they drift up into the trees again.
I don't know. That doesn't.
But when they do that, that's when it feels like the off balance is left.
Maybe there's something more to him. Well, there's less to him now, but maybe there's something more to him before than we knew.
So, Tim, when he was slain, the balance left, you're saying? The imbalance left.
Right.
Yeah, it's a Star Trek Next Generation shit. He shouldn't be in this time frame. You brought this motherfucker back just to be killed. I warned you, metagaming shit, just saying at the beginning of the session, him shush me, but you should have listened. You can't bring this guy back here.
And that was one of your own rules, Joe. Don't you remember talking about players who weren't even there?
I know. I couldn't.
Do I hear another one of those bulbous creatures?
You do. You hear one of them.
Sounds.
I mean, I saw this coming a mile away. You non-Star Trek people, duh. Jesus Christ.
So I'm going to cut back to our the city dwellers, and I can't call you guys meatheads anymore because you lost your main meatheads.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to be soon Columbo Steelhand though when Snickle makes me that glove.
listen to you talking about steel gloves.
I got to make that
Right.
special hand there.
Yeah.
Tim, can I quickly just retcon one thing I wanted to say that I got before he left with my proposal? Is listen, I'll take partial payment in a hard silver longsword if you can pull that out. You might have contacts for that in case you have trouble raising the funds or whatnot. You know what I mean?
Who are you saying this to?
To Hobbs.
Sidwin?
Yeah, Hobbs.
Oh,
because
to
only
Hobbs.
was there
Oh,
with
okay.
me, so just to convey
Okay.
the message to Sidwin that if you don't want to pay all in silver, I will take partial payment in a hard silver longsword.
Okay. All right, Sidwin, or what do you do, Hobbs?
I bring the message back to Sidwin.
And Sidwin goes, very fussy dwarf, isn't he?
Oh, he is indeed.
Hmm.
He is indeed. But he said he would do the a hard silver longsword as part of that if we wanted to not pay him all in the cash he wanted.
We're just the brokers. I guess he doesn't understand that. No, I can talk to our guy, see maybe if he has any weaponry that he would like to put in the trade. I mean, with that much money, I'm sure that he'd be willing to do something about that. So
Sure.
all right. I'd like since this guy seems to, he found our the necklace. He's got mithril. Hobbs, I think I'm going to take you out being a recruiter.
Why?
Why
would you do such a thing? Are you trying to get rid of me, Sidwin?
No, I'm trying to get some more contacts. I mean, he seems like a decent one to get. Think about it. If you're part of, I don't know how many people is in his party and he's adventuring in that, but if you were just you and him going around and he found a mithril, I'm going to assume half is yours. So if he finds a new mithril, that's some good bank. You can make some good money that way. Plus,
he'd have to join us first.
Well, there is a way we can get him to become a Thieves Guild member on the outside, and he can kind of become one of our informants and give some information. And then we promise not to, rip him off blind if need be. Not that we would do that, of course,
Of
but
course not.
the threat,
No, not at
the
all.
threat's always nice to
half
do.
blind.
Wink,
We
wink.
don't
nod,
say
nod.
we don't threaten that. We don't say that, but I mean everybody understands that. That's what I do. But I don't know. I think he'd be a good addition to it. I mean, you could use him as your, he could be one of your informants, unofficially.
Unofficially, of course, yes.
Right.
Well, I'll be happy to put on my fancy clothes and have a talk with him.
Yeah. And I don't mind you sharing information with him. He is seems like he's gonna. I mean, Godfrey trusts him, and Godfrey's pretty good with reading people.
Yeah.
So I'm willing to give him more allowance than I would most from the start out with. But yeah, he's done. Got some. Because I still got to figure out this necklace though, and I don't know how the hell I'm going to get to that body up there. That's going to have to wait till the springtime. I'm hoping that one of the wolves don't drag it off into God knows where.
Yep.
So see if you can befriend him. Use your charm. See what he's got. I mean, tell him you definitely have some skills and you've got the contacts. So tell him let him know that you've got some advantages that would go with him. You don't have to show him your full Monty, but you can give him the old half Monty.
Oh, sure,
Not the full
absolutely.
Monty, please.
Well, you'd have to buy me dinner to see the full Monty.
No, he's going to have enough to buy you some dinner, that's for sure, and dessert. So I'll work on getting his contact. I think I know who I'm going to contact. I don't think the two are going to get along that well, but I think they will.
Well, do they even need to meet? Why don't we just handle it?
We don't want to handle this one. With that kind of money, no. And the person that's going to be giving them kind of money, we want to make sure we are just the brokers.
Well, who are you thinking about asking?
He's like,
that's just so evil. Listen to that laugh. I'm fucked.
It's like remember the adventuring group that set up the place by Bear Maubrey's over there?
Yes.
Well, the leader of them, I know, has got a big windfall from the Baron lately. From a certain mint that was figured out and everything.
Oh, nice.
Well, I know he was one of the beneficiaries of that, and the gold that they're using to mint it is coming from him to get things started. So he's got a lot of gold. They must have had some successful adventuring. I haven't been able to find out exactly where they went, but I know he's flush with gold. He's adventurous, so they're not going to ask too many questions usually, but adventure, we'll see what happens. I mean, if it goes to shit, at least we got some more information and we got the necklace back.
That's right.
So it's a win for us.
Agreed.
So why don't you tell Columbo that we'll meet over, let's see here.
Well, he was thinking you would meet him at his place or at the Adventurers Guild in the morning.
Guild. Yeah.
Adventurers Guild?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That sounds like it. That's a good neutral zone for both of them because they're both adventures. That makes sense. Oh, huh. So yeah, just let him know. I'm gonna go talk to him, and that should be agreeable.
Okay, that's a done deal. We're gonna meet him there in the morning.
All right. And he looks at you. He goes, "Do you have any money left at all, Hobbs?"
I think I have the 20 silver pieces I started. Oh no, yeah, I started with the 100. I have 20 silver pieces.
You have 20 silver pieces. Okay. And you see him dig into his pocket, and he flips you a gold coin.
Oh,
damn!
I was like, you can't be poor all the time. If you're going to be with adventurers, you can only be poor half the time, not all the time.
Well,
So
Well, riches come my way when there's a windfall, and when there's when we succeed, I succeed.
understood. All right, well, go tell him, Hobbs, and we'll meet. I guess I'll see you in the morning then.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's see, boogie on over. Give me a quick D6 roll though, Hobbs.
Okay. Boom. Let's see here. A 2.
A 2. Okay.
Low is good, yeah.
Well, yeah, sure. For me, it's good. As you're boogieing back to where he's at, you hear a familiar voice behind you. Yeah, and you know it's the city guard.
Which city guard?
You know him as Big John.
Big John.
Big John.
Big Bud.
That's exactly it. And yeah, he's about 6'8", all muscle kind of guy, and surprisingly intelligent. But he sounds so stupid it's hard to believe he is intelligent. But he is.
What do I know? Other than that, what do I know? What is my relationship with him? How do I know him?
He is always trying to get you arrested.
Oh,
He's just one of these guys who's just looking like any type of thief. If he knows that you're in the Brotherhood,
he wants to bust me all the time.
Yeah, he's the new cop. Yeah. And you hear, Hobbs, where are you going? And you see, and then you hear him behind you.
Well, I just turn around with my pipe and go, Big John, well, how are you? Been so long since I've seen you. Since the last time you decided to bust my balls.
Well, it takes a while to find them, Hobbs. So,
well,
it's a skill, my friend. It's a skill. So where might you be heading off today? You look too happy to not be doing anything.
Oh, me? I'm just wandering around the city today, just enjoying Scorn and all its fruitfulness. What are you doing today? Are you beating up small children? Maybe cracking the skulls of old women? What are you up to today, Big John?
I did that for breakfast, Hobbs. Now I'm looking for lunch.
Well, glad to hear that.
So, what do you got on you? We had a theft not too long ago, just around the corner here.
Theft? Me?
Yeah.
Why would you think that I would steal anything? He says, "You're welcome." I said, I have my pipe and I have my tobacco, and that is all I have.
And you see his three, because when the guard patrols go together, there's 4 that travel together. And you see the other 3 behind him. You see one guy that just looks completely disinterested in what he's doing. Like he's like, let's finish our patrol. And the other 2 are the guys that stand behind the big guy and go, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Of course they are.
Yeah. Yeah. And he goes, why don't you empty your pockets? Let me see what you got.
Okay. And right about then, I just disappear.
Okay.
I go, oh, let me 1 second. And then I'm gone.
Okay. And you hear him go, damn it.
Bilbo.
Ah, I hate fucking halflings.
And then you hear me saying, bye, Big John.
Shut up, Hobbs. I'll get you yet.
Totally forgot about that ability.
Yeah, Paul used it to great effectiveness last time. Because the way I'm running it in my game, Joe, is I'm saying it's basically like what ability did you call it? Improved invisibility.
Yeah, it's like improved invisibility. Yeah.
All
Yep.
right.
So for 3 rounds, they can attack and it won't appear. They can do whatever. And
Okay. That's nice. I like that.
well, I figure because the way Shadow Dark is, and I read what do you call it? Online forums and different things to see how other people ran it, and most of the people were reading it like it was the like the spell, but I don't know. I like the I don't know if I'm using the right word. The pre-natural is that the right word?
Preternatural.
Preternatural, is that what it is?
Yeah. Just from reading Anne Rice's books, it appears every 3rd page. Preternatural.
That's true. Yeah, she does have her trigger words, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Kind of ability, just allow them to be little gods for 3 rounds a day.
Yeah. That's
And
nice.
because that way you can like I told Paul this. I said the really nice thing about halflings and stabbing people in the back while they're invisible, you can stab them the first time, and if they don't run and if they don't fall down, you can run away for 2 rounds and they don't know where you're at.
True. Yeah. And if you're a thief, you got to hide in shadows too above that, so that's good.
Yep, and at advantage on top of that.
With an advantage, yeah.
So.
All right.
So you get over to his place after your little Big John, pissing off Big John again. So what we'll do, guys, because it's already late here. It's
he says, I'm gonna tell my friend Eric Tenkar. I'm gonna tell my friend, and you're gonna be in trouble.
You're gonna be in trouble.
They'll report you live on YouTube.
On YouTube. He knows the vice president.
That's right.
That's right.
Speaking of Eric, he just texted me.
All right, so let's do quick calculations. You guys did that. So of course you guys get your if you're 6, you guys is any of you 6th level now?
About halfway there. I don't think we did XP at the end of last session.
We didn't. No, I
don't think you did either. So I'm going to give you a straight 8. That's with showing up bonus and everything from last time.
Okay.
And then this time I'm giving, because you guys recorrected that. You guys will be getting 10 plus your show up bonus, Ken and Vance.
Okay.
And then Hobbs, you're getting 14 this time because I didn't give you any XP last night. So that's the combination of the 2 sessions there. So you're getting 14. And then Joe, you're getting 7.
7 plus the 2 for taking a shit, right?
For showing up.
You did say.
2 XP for, you know what, Joe? I did say it, so you can hold me to my
I will hold you to, yeah.
2 XP.
You can't talk shit without, you got to pay the piper. You talk shit.
That's right.
Oh, shoot.
All right. I'm up to 17 out of 60.
Anybody else level up this time?
Yeah,
I did.
Nice. You guys level 6 now?
Level 5.
No, I've got 8 more to go.
I'm up
8 more to go.
17 out of 60 of 6th.
All right. Here we go.
All right, Vance. So let's see. What are you doing? Hit points first?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I'm still D4, right?
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, he's still D4. Yeah.
Damn it.
Not roll 1.
Well, Vance, you got your luck point. I'll let you use it.
Yeah, I'm using it.
Yeah, just use it. Why the hell? Don't keep it in the can.
Nice.
There we go.
There you go.
There you go. Tanking up. Yeah, we got it.
Yep. Let's use that. And then I think you get another couple spells or
Oh,
something
let me
like
see
that.
what the tome of knowledge tells me
right.
here.
Let's see. What do you?
6 do you get to pick any?
No, you don't. It's every odd level that you get
Okay.
that one.
So at 6th, I'm at 2/3 level. I pick up 1 second and 1/3. And
1 second and 1/3. Okay.
And we will do it as we traditionally do it randomly. D12. Unless I've already got them. 5. I've already got hold person. Do I already have invisibility?
I don't know.
I
don't remember you having that one.
Here. No, I don't. I'm adding invisibility
Nice.
for my second. And D2. I already have Dispel Magic. 10. Protection from energy. All right.
Protection from energy. I don't know how that one worked.
I don't either.
Have to look at that one, and maybe we'll have to tweak that one, Vance, or maybe if you've got maybe think of a way that it would work for
Okay.
you, Vance. Maybe we can tweak that one to make it kind of useful towards our game. Because
Okay, let me take a look at it.
yeah, absolutely, yeah. Take your time looking at it and everything. You
Wild
said you've
Fury, the elements. I'm just going to stay warm for the next.
is that what it is?
No.
Oh, right. Oh, that's what you're going to make it into. Absolutely. Yeah.
It's just my personal little, heater.
Your own little muff that you try.
You become impervious to the wild fury of the elements. Fire, cold, electricity for the spells.
Oh, well, then that would work.
You're immune to harm from energy of the chosen type. So, I mean,
oh, nice.
I could actually use it for, if we get into, continue to just walk around.
No, I was going to say, I think that works fine as is then, the way it's written. So, yeah, we'll just keep it as the way it is. And
yeah.
So
I'll feel like I need to scrounge a different ability out of it. I will.
Sure. I'm a sucker. I'll do it. I don't care. I like doing that stuff.
I'll add those in a minute. So cool.
And then what about you, Ken? You said you or no, it was you, right?
I leveled up, yeah.
You didn't level up, Ken, you said?
No, I'm 8 away.
Oh, that's right. You're 8 away. Okay. And then you actually get to roll for a talent this time too.
I do. So I'm gonna roll my hit points first.
Okay.
3. I'll take it.
3 points. Okay. And then remember the way we've been running it now. If you want to just choose one instead of roll one, that's fine.
That's a huge thing, believe it or not. That for me, at least, that makes it's huge. It doesn't overcome the spell thing, but it makes everything else good.
What's that for talent? You mean?
Yeah, choosing your talent. You know what I mean? Because it makes sense that you'd be training in something or trying to get better at something.
Well, you have you would be using all these anyways, Joe. I mean, all these would be in your class anyhow.
Yeah. But there's something you want to maybe focus on more. Like I want to get
right, and I don't have a problem with that. So yeah, if you want to, because I know Vance would roll randomly, like I would roll randomly.
Yeah.
Ken
too, I think.
And
maxer.
A little bit.
Oh, we're just talking about whether people would choose their talents or want to roll randomly.
I'll go ahead and I'll roll randomly. That's fine. I don't think I've done enough yet to excel at anything. So I'm going to just do randomly and see what it gives me.
Yeah, sure. That's fine.
What do we got for viewers, Tim? Just curious. 10:30 here.
We're down. We were up to 18 at one time. Now we're down to 7.
I got 5 on my channel right now, it says.
Do you?
Yeah.
Hey, I like this. Your backstab deals +1 dice of damage.
All right.
Oh, wow. Amazing. That's going to be great for you. Oh,
especially if you're invisible.
Yeah.
Oh, those are your plates?
I got fireball.
Those are your I5.
I got fireball.
Yeah. That looks good.
Yeah, she just sent me a picture of her dinner there. I was like, damn, that looks good.
Yeah, it does look good. She just gave it to me. Yeah. What do you mean? You just shit out all your ruffles.
I know. I got room now. Freed up some space, man. God. Good to go.
I don't know if I like the dip. That's hummus, isn't it? Yeah. Oh. I don't like hummus. I don't know what
nut cheese flavored hummus.
No, it's what the fuck is hummus made out of? I don't like. I do like garbanzo beans. So why does hummus make them taste like crap?
Well, tahini.
Tahini. That's the stuff I don't like.
I don't put tahini in it.
I don't even like the name. Yeah. No, I don't like tahini. Ugh. And that's made of sesame seeds, right?
I like sesame seeds.
And I like sesame seeds.
You
Well,
What the hell? It's so weird.
she took
No.
pictures of the hummus she bought, Tim. Either is lemon dill hummus or roasted red pepper hummus. What do you have?
Yeah, I
Lemon
can
dill,
tell
like I
that.
said, tasting like ass, but roasted red pepper is pretty fucking good. I gotta say.
All right.
Yeah,
You
I got
wanna know?
pictures of it right here.
You got pictures of it too?
I got pictures. You got pictures too. We all got pictures of Tim's
We all
dinner
got-
before he did.
Yeah. Pretty much. I got orange hummus. I don't know whatever that is. No.
So
It
I
wasn't
usually,
hot.
when I make hummus, I don't put in the tahini or bikini or whatever it is.
Right.
Bikinis make everything better, though. Tim. Sorry,
Yeah.
Tim. You know, they make-
What'd you say, Joe?
bikinis make everything better.
Yeah, my hit me bomb.
Well,
What'd you
Unless
say,
they're on
Joe?
me.
well, I don't know.
Oh,
There was a time when I was in Sturgis
Which is a different.
where all the motorcycle people go.
Yeah.
It was and there was a lady on the back of a Harley. Now imagine it's a running Harley, so you know what they sound like and what they look like.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hard bitten.
The lady was probably about 280
Oh, God.
and was wearing a thong bikini. So
Oh my
you can
God.
imagine the vibrations from the running Harley as it vibrated
Like
up.
a fucking big ass bowl of jello in an earthquake.
It defied physics. It was
Surprised the
it
ass
was-
cheeks didn't sag down into the fucking bike tires and chain and shit and just kill her.
and the
You know?
thing was is the guy
It
who was
pulled
running
her
the bike-
in.
Yeah, I just sucked her in.
It was a sight to behold. I mean, you couldn't help but like look and just like it's almost like I can't remember what those things are called where they I don't even know. I don't even know how to describe it. Moves around.
Cemented
go
in his
there.
memory, regardless. Yes.
Right. So you leveled up, you got your hit points, you got your
Yeah.
thing, you
Yeah,
get
I got-
everything.
I got
and
my-
then
You got hit points and I got shit points. I got shit XP. It's all right.
you do get shit XP. And then let me first time you can never bitch about the way I give XP
I know.
because you tell me any other GM in your entire life will give you XP for taking a shit during the
Dude,
game.
I am gonna load up on everything that makes me shit before next game. I'm gonna level before the next game's over. If I'm getting
Don't
two
think
for
it's
shit,
always going to happen, Joe. This is just a one-shot deal,
Hey,
man. You-
this
it's
is
not
a
like-
one-
Contraband Lestra and just go.
one shot. Is it one shot or one shit? What
it's gonna be like that little Maine.
I'm just
sticking
gonna
out everywhere.
like chug ranch dressing. That has the instant effect. Done.
No, you
So
gotta go back
next-
and edit your video under GM dues.
I'll take
next
pictures for proof.
Monday we're gonna all be playing from our toilets.
Yes.
Well, because I think next
There's a
Monday
strange
though,
echo in
is-
your brain.
next Monday I'm gonna
That's
be because that's a holiday.
MLK. That's an
Yeah.
MLK
Yeah.
day next Monday.
So why don't we skip next Monday and then pick up the following Monday then?
All right.
and who's in?
Isn't it? Wait, is this MLK? No, is this President's Day or MLK? I get them
MLK
confused.
is next Monday.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah,
I'll have to
yeah,
see
yeah.
if I'm working or not. Yeah.
Yeah. Who's in for tomorrow for my game?
Oh, I'll be around.
Okay. Guys, all right. We got three.
Oh,
then.
yeah, we gotta go and kill our characters or
No, you
make
got to
them go
protect
insane.
Hugo. I love that. You got to protect fucking Hugo. He's walking into hell with a bomb. Strapped to
You're
his.
you're
strapped to
acting
his
like
chest.
I have a problem with saving Hugo.
Is that the Yugo
I-
that makes the potions?
It's my version of him. He's a mad
Yeah,
scientist.
he imported Hugo into his campaign.
Oh.
Yeah.
You made him like you said, you made him a kind of a tinker, mad scientist.
He's a mad,
guy,
yeah,
didn't
he's
you?
like the nutty professor, mad scientist shit going on here. And he's a klutz, and he's got a massive bomb strapped to his chest. And the mission was protect Hugo, but everybody was supposed to protect him just died, so he ran in anyway. So they're all going to go in and protect him now. I think Ken went in first. Big
Yeah.
balls move.
Yeah.
I was on my way there
Let's go
anyway.
too.
Yeah, you're going. You just, I mean, you're going to Ryla too. You know, Cthulhu's
I mean,
home city. So
You know, gnome sees a hole, they jump in.
yeah. You guys are.
That's how Ken's biggest campaign started with
Yeah.
what was it? Montport, and Dan was standing like he was playing a gnome, wasn't
Yeah, and you guys
Or a
found
dwarf.
a place where
The hole.
where there was a hole that had been recently uncovered, and he just jumped in, and it was a stairway down the dungeon.
Well, he had the famous statement before he goes in. He goes, "So what do you guys do?" And he goes, "I'm a gnome, damn it! I'm going in the hole." And that started Ken's campaign.
There you go.
So,
What else you need?
yeah.
All right. Well, good night, guys.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I will see you guys, a few of you
All right.
tomorrow. And
Yeah.
Good
So,
night.
so we'll have a
Godspeed.
1 week hiatus.
Yep.
Okay.
And then we'll be back. I don't know what the date is, but the following week and everything. So
29th, I think.
yeah, thanks for everybody joining us. We had a good crew.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah.
You welcome.
Yeah. All the guests and people.
New peeps too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
night, everybody.
Bye bye.
Good night.